comrades, today is August 19, 2025, and the current time is 8:20 p.m. The 4 of the 5 of the Institute's hot water boilers are currently out of operation, and thus all hot water must be temporarily sourced from the administratum sector. Please be sure to submit your request for hot water via your data pads, or you will be denied access to the Institute's only hot showers until the issue is resolved. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hello. I think I have this almost correct. It's not technically running in borderless full screen. It's technically in full screen mode, but it still operates. I'll have to fix this at a future time because, quite frankly, I don't want to wait for the game to boot up again. So let's just get into this, and hopefully this doesn't break. You might notice there's a bunch of mods there, but I swear it loaded correctly before I started stream. So if it breaks again, I know at least which ones I need to purge. This will be okay, I promise. I swear. Hopefully, maybe, probably. Anyways, comrades, how are all of you? Oh, that's a lot of errors. That's fine. Okay, I think... okay, so spawn that one, spawn that one. Okay, why does my game feel like it's a lot higher? Okay, so it's not correct, so it's gotta be... Here we go, now that's correct. Okay. Anyways, comrades. Good evening. How are all of you doing? Are you ready for RimWorld? We're continuing our wonderful magical adventure in Space Japan. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so everything works. Also, I just want to point out one thing that I think is kind of funny. I was testing this earlier, and I found out that for whatever reason, when I'm not streaming, I can actually hit 900 TPS exactly with this colony at full speed. But when I'm streaming, it craters to at most 360. I think, I don't know why that's the case, but it was something I noticed earlier, and this was with all the mods installed. Like, I don't know why. I think I'm actually being GPU gated, quite frankly, but I have no way to confirm or deny that. And I honestly have no idea why. Could be my CPU, it could be anything. Maybe I need to force RimWorld to run on a separate core or something, but at this point, I can't be bothered to figure it out. Anyways, comments, how are all of you doing? Good evening. Hi, Riston and Drunken Wayfarer, and congrats to Marksman for being first. Also, hi, Ray, who was working on a flower that I gave her yesterday. And I think that's it. And hi, Magmar. Okay, I think that's everyone who's said anything in chat so far. Hello, Hamble, how are you doing? So hello to anyone who might be watching on the other side of society, basically known as the YouTuber version. Welcome to our little home here, where we're going to slowly build and expand. So you might remember last time we lost Exonia and we lost Grubby, both of who perished in tragic ways because, well, we have no medicine. And we're trying to quickly grow medicine and grow copious amounts of food so we can survive this horrifying time that we live in. We just developed the ancient technology of electricity, and I believe we're trying to get some better electricity through geothermal power so we can have consistent power. And then we'll have to set up some batteries, but we're setting up a small little garden. Okay. I did mention this the other day, yes. Okay, so I will allow people to buy prosthetics that we've researched up to. So that's the only thing I'm going to allow people to buy, which is to say we don't really have prosthetics available right now. But I will at least throw it on here so that when we unlock it, you can buy it. So that should be fine. And then I will need to put it. What's the other ones? Let's see, prosthetic bits. And then what are the other parts? Oh no, Havel, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you gonna be okay? Is your cat gonna be okay? What happened specifically? Okay, let me just make sure this. So I need to be able to do. Okay, I think it's under categories. I think I know it's under. Let's see. Under medical and oh, prosthetics. There we go. And probably bionics. Okay, let's just look at that. And body restoration. Let's look at this real quick. Let's see if what this filter gives me. Okay, so you should be able to buy these. It's fine. And except the antibiotics, that's okay. I don't know what a biomechanical neurocord is, but I'm sure that'll be fine and not absolutely something we're gonna hate. Okay, so that's fine. Maybe not that one. Okay, so we don't need the medical. Get rid of the medical tab real quick. Okay, so I think everything here I'm okay with people buying when we have the technology unlocked. Okay, so this will be the list of buyables. Yeah, it's mostly just body parts, and that should be fine. So right now we're trying to fix our wood issue. We don't have a lot of wood, and we are trying to also fix our food issue. Our entire colony subsists basically entirely off of grass, and we also can't do any of the body part implants until we get more medicine. So right now we have a lot of issues. One, we don't have medicine. Two, we need a lot of food. Like, I don't think you understand how much food this colony is going to need. Also, I don't know how Chigusa here ended up with Alana's apron, but I'm just gonna make sure that's set to the correct pawn. Thank you. Let's just make sure this is forced apparel. There we go. Anyways, how well have you been? Y'all having a good evening? All that jazz. I added a couple more mods to make sure this run works fine. Thank you to people who are reminding me. I think it's specifically Alana who reminded me to update RimSort. I actually updated RimSort. The auto updater didn't work, so I had to manually update the dang thing, which I think is why I was having so many issues with it. Looked it up. Apparently, this is a common issue with RimSort. It does not allow automatic updating. So I had to quickly fix that issue by manually updating it myself, which was basically just overwriting the folder. Yeah, I added like 6? What's that, 4 or 5 steps back? Exactly. It'll be fine. Trust in the process, right? Listen, the colony hasn't exploded yet today, so I will take that as a win. As we slowly try to develop our, you know, our little home. Also, we're gonna need... I guess we're gonna kill the yaks. As we slowly try to fix our little, you know, issue with our colony. We actually have a lot of food. Ooh, okay. So right now what we're trying to do is set up additional bedrooms. These are going to be colonist bedrooms. This is going to be the guest rooms, which you might have noticed is also no power there, which means we need to fix the power problem. There is very little electricity flowing through this colony, and we have to fix that. So let's do exactly that. Make sure everything here is nice and powered. And then, what else was I thinking of? Anyways, hopefully y'all had a good day. Fun fact, I took my first shower in like 2 to 3 days today because our hot water boiler broke and I had to go drive to a place so I could take a hot shower, which was felt amazing. Because even though we don't have hot water, our cold water is not punching through my shower. I couldn't even get cold water to come out of my shower, so I basically had to wash myself with the sink water and a rag for the past few days, which was very not fun. And finally, I can take a hot shower today, and hopefully we're getting a replacement for our water boiler in the near future. Yeah, Ray kept sending me messages calling me stinky, which was very not cool. It made me very sad that she was calling me stinky, but hey, you know what? That's just how it is. Also, let's trade with these people. Alright. Krusty has a high enough social stat. Let's have Krusty talk to these people. Why does Krusty move slow? Oh my goodness, I forgot Krusty has a bajillion problems. Okay. Sell the hive pieces, keep the ambrosia. I don't think I actually want any other stuff here, so that's okay. I think I'll just sell it for silver and... Oh, take the meds, that's fine, we'll take that. Could have warm showers, I know. Also, not sure what's going on with your cat. Oh, he was having seizures, oh jeez. Hope you'll be okay. Also, because people kept asking, if you want to know how the bio, whatever it's called, works, you have a new stat called biostability. Okay. This is basically how you operate if you get prosthetics. The higher your score, the more stable you are. If it goes below certain thresholds of 15%, starting at 80%, then you get hit with significantly stronger and stronger mood penalties. So that becomes the problem. So ideally, that doesn't happen. Oh, hi Grubby, you died. It was very tragic. Who is this Tomaki person? When did they join us? Was this someone's pawn? Oh, I think it's someone we rescued, actually. Okay. This is someone we rescued. Okay, that's fine. We may shove this one into an outpost at a later point in time so we can get them fixed up. Anyways, look at all these people with the gutworms. Turns out gutworms is not very fun, but what are we gonna do about it, right? So we have to make sure everyone's got their gutworms fixed. We don't have nearly enough herbal meds to make sure people are alive. And we just need to try to get the research done. And we need to keep chopping down more trees. The main issue is that we actually don't have enough plant workers. One of the biggest issues with the lack of plant workers is... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to allow Funbound to be a plant worker as well. Because I need someone to do that. However, training becomes second as we find. So handle animals first. Okay. Anyways, I think I'm excited for this run. We'll see how this goes. Combat Extend is not updated, so there's no way I'm going to install the Combat Extend mod. Also, hello there, Nakayuki. I see you there. Also, I just realized I think I forgot to turn on Caster Labs, so I just realized the chats were not actually merged together. I'm very sorry. I forgot about that thing because it's another thing I have to remember to do. Hello, Goldenrod. I'm a professional streamer, okay? I swear I remember how to do this. No, you can get new pawns. I don't care. If you can keep buying in if you want. Oh, Caster Labs. I have to re-update Caster. Okay, so I have to log in with this, and then I have to I have to log in with YouTube as well. Ugh, I didn't realize Caster Labs broke. They must have had some issue recently. That'll be fine. That is not up to date. I promise you that is not up to date. You can only be human. You can only be human in this run. Lookup should not be disabled, but you might not be looking up the right thing. You can't buy medicine. You can only buy the parts. I don't care about that guy. Let's see. A butcher is visiting the colony. Okay, so we have a new guest. His name is Hidekazu, who hopefully he can eat food. Guest can't claim bed because he's too poor. Okay, so what we're gonna do for now is we're gonna actually make our beds free. How about that? Let's make the beds free for now until the guests really enjoy staying here longer term. You can't get Architect arms. I'm not allowing Architect parts. Also, for whatever reason, my Caster Labs is broken in half, so I cannot get the on-stream chat that merges YouTube and Twitch chat together. And I think I might have accidentally gotten rid of the old chat bar too. I did. Okay, so the only one I have left is this one. So we're gonna have the really weird Final Fantasy 14 chat bar for the time being, which is fine. It's lore accurate considering, you know, the whole Final Fantasy 14 Monster Hunter collab that's happening in the near future, right? I'm sure we all saw that happening. And if you didn't see that happen, then I don't know what to tell you. Pay more attention to the crazy things that's happening. Okay, so here's the new Grubby. All right, Grubby, let's take a look at you. So you are a tomb maker who became brave. You're a melee fighter, slow learner, sanguine. Okay, so you're a night owl, which means you need melee weapons. You need another Naginata, which we didn't finish yet, so I'm gonna have to get you a new set of armor. It's gonna make this real easy. So Grubby, I'm gonna give you the same exact kit you had in your previous life. Hopefully you're able to grab that quickly. Yeah, that'll be fine. I think you'll be okay with that. There we go. At least the game is running at an okay pace. It actually is running a lot slower than I would like. I think it's just because this map actually has a lot of animals, especially in the realm of birds. Like, holy cow, there is a lot of birds. Also, we cannot keep this food refrigerated fast enough. Oh, I don't even have a... Okay, yeah, so that food's gonna go to waste, I think, is the problem. Okay. Okay, so we need a free bedroom that satisfies the title requirements for the Acolyte, which is not nearly enough. Okay, that's fine. Does not spawn one enough. No, like I think what's happened. Okay, so here's the thing. I think it's actually because of when I stream. When I was testing this earlier, I was actually hitting 900 TPS when I was not streaming. As soon as I started streaming, it always just goes straight downhill. And I think that's just because obviously streaming involves a lot of PC resources that I guess I can't make it go any faster. But I swear I was testing it earlier and it was going pretty crazy. Unfortunately, I don't have any mods that allow me to test and check the... What's the word I'm thinking of? The performance. But whatever it is right now, I think it works okay-ish. I'm sure it'll get a little faster over time, especially as we start trimming down whatever's happening. Oh, whoopsies, this should not be. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, boy. Okay. This is not supposed to... Okay, so they're chopping down all the trees. All right, great. Good to know they are purging my trees here. Remove roof. Okay, so I don't know why that doesn't work. Okay, this courtyard should not be roofed because now they're chopping down the dang trees, which they should not be doing. And now they have to put new trees down there to make it look correct. Okay. Who's having a mental break? Okay, so a lot of our pawns are not very fun. This one, for example, needs fire. She's near fire, which is going to take a little bit to fix. And all of our meat is rotting, obviously, because we can't convert it fast enough into actual usable parts. And we'll try to make some pemmican to at least store some food because we don't have the ability to produce large quantities of... What's the other thing that people like nowadays? Packaged survival meals. Okay. So let's see what else I need to do here. So, bedrooms are being set up. Kind of. They want us to hold a bunch of folks for a couple days, which I don't really care to do, so I'm not going to do exactly that. And we got to start setting up the proper bedrooms, which is going to be really hard. I think one of the biggest issues that we're going to run into this colony is, one, there's surprisingly not a lot of space for folks to live in here, and we don't have materials, and so we have to constantly keep chopping down trees. Every tree we chop turns into more wood or bamboo that we are going to use and abuse. Yeah, I'm gonna Ryokon feed you an MRE. Listen, the MRE isn't for the guests. The MREs are for us to store. Actually, wait, can you imagine? Can you imagine an actual Ryokon that serves MREs? I could actually see that being a gimmick. I could see that legitimately being like a gimmick type thing that people would actually pay to go to experience. Also, how are you doing, Kefir? Hopefully you're having a good evening too. Okay, so our guests actually just decided to drop off Glitterworld medicine because of course they did. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say no to free Glitterworld medicine. Yeah, that's actually kind of nutty. Okay. Yeah, the nutrient slop is for us. It's not for the guests. Okay, we feed our guests only the finest. What are we serving them right now? Tempura and dango. Okay. We will consume yakisoba and curry rice wherever we can. Okay, the nutrient slop is for us because we're stronger than them. Also, I think I need to expand this out over here. Okay, so can I merge these or is it not? Okay, it's not gonna merge. It's not gonna merge, is it? Okay, so this needs to merge up here. I can set in cherry blossom, hide, okay. There we go, that should be fine. Hello there, Nominator Slop Lavish. Exactly. See, someone understands lavish slop is where it's all, what it's all about. Okay, I really need to get another researcher going here. So I want to rip this geothermal geyser for useful energy. You know, I think we can probably add another researcher here, honestly. Yeah, let's just add another research table. I'm pretty sure we can just fit one. Okay, dig this one out, and then this one as well, and I can fit another one of these. Okay, so deconstruct, build copy, put this one over here is fine. Put in, and this one can go right there, and then we can get a third researcher going. 'Cause I can't make this go any faster, unfortunately. So we're working with what we got, which is to say not that much. Okay, so I want to see what this room looks like with bamboo. And I want to decide if I want to actually make this room a bamboo floor. So let's see. How does this look aesthetically? Also gives our building pawns something to do, because otherwise they're going to be bored, and I don't want them to be bored. I want them to do work. We cannot cook pemmican nearly as fast as I would like. The pit hearth actually doesn't cook fast. I mean, I guess 100% is actually not too bad. However, everyone is having mental breaks because of course they are. Yeah, because the gut worms is not keeping it making it any better. Okay. Okay, you want to be a male pawn. Okay, so let's just... Is the gender swap thing not working anymore? Maybe it stopped working. I might need to look into that. Okay, yeah, maybe Twitch Toolkit's starting to break down and it doesn't work nearly as well as it used to. Oh, you want to be back to female? Okay. Got it. Alright, there you go. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this, actually. I think I don't like the bamboo floor. I think we're gonna not grow bamboo anymore. I'm sure we can use bamboo somehow, but I just don't like how that looks, if that makes sense. It doesn't seem very good to me. And yeah, we're gonna have to find a different vibe for that. Let's see what else we can pull off here. Okay, get the other research lab there so we can get 3 of them going. And then we need to figure out the other production things. So maybe we could invest... Okay, so we can't even make sushi. We could use canning, stove, food press, and maybe we could just can some foods. Maybe canning is not the worst idea, just so we can store excess meats that we can't consume fast enough. Okay, yeah, I think that texture doesn't really mesh well with anything that I'm trying to do, so I may need to get rid of that flooring. It's not really hitting the vibe that I want. Also, I just realized that this entire area is not hooked up to the power grid yet again. I need to fix that, so then those rooms will be powered up, and then we can hook this in as well. Yo, Dayo. Hello there, Skylet. How are you doing, comrade? Alright, so that should be okay. So at least we get a few more bedrooms set up. Let's get the other stack of rooms going as well. So we're just gonna... Let's see, this is 7 by 6. So we'll just do the same thing, 7 by 6. And just dig all the way down there. Okay, so that'll be another batch of bedrooms. Plus the hallway in front of it. And that should be fine. Okay. Please, I need the researchers researching faster. Please, that's all I need. And let's also give them some chairs so they're not bored. Let's give them some basic stools. Kind of like the look of these. Don't worry, you can buy your bionic bits, but we have to research it first. You're getting ahead of yourself. You gotta wait. Also, oh my goodness. Oh, that is 16 very, very angry crows that are coming after us. I don't have Alana's Angry Crow mod installed, so I think that's gonna save us a little bit from suffering too much, but that is still a lot of crows. Tomaki's the only one with a gun. No, whoever's got a weapon's gotta fight. I have to fight off this stack of crows. It is a very hostile murder of crows. Oh, jeez, I forgot they're coming in that way. Alright, get over here. Let's see if we can hold them off. Let the melee fighters hold them off. Alright. Thankfully, we're able to defeat most of the crows. Although it seems like a lot of them are just ignoring us. Okay, can we chase them down? Oh, now they're fighting after Riston. Okay. Alright. We did not take a single point of damage. Oh, have you not seen Alana's crow mod? At least I can find it. Actually, I wonder if it's like... It might not be a public mod. Oh, no, here it is. It's called Murder Party. Have fun. There you go. Have fun. It allows them to use knives. A murder of crows will legitimately murder you. We do. We have 6 guest rooms that are currently free for use. We're not charging anyone to use them right now because charging money doesn't really make sense right now. But they exist. Okay, so we have another research lab. We have people able to chop trees. We're gonna get a first batch of heal root, and that will keep us nice and healthy. And Krusty's we're botching the harvest. Please stop botch. Oh my goodness. Why do we keep botching the harvest? Do you need minimum 8 to actually harvest? If so, that's gonna be really unfortunate. Well, I think for now it's also because everyone's sick. You might notice that everyone's got some of that nasty, nasty gut worms that we're slowly trying to purge, but it's gonna take a while. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So we can make tofu out of beans. We can also make milk cheeses. We could salt meats if we had salt, but we don't have any of that, so we can't do that either. We can't really smoke meat either. Smoking meat is not an option that we have available to us, but we could pickle foods. We could also build a mine shaft if we really wanted to get fine chunks. With chance of getting slag and other random materials, which doesn't really matter for the most part. That's fine. Everyone, no, listen. You can only buy you can only buy body part replacements. You're not allowed to buy anything else. Please stop trying to buy other things. You're not gonna find anything. There's also no healing command either. You gotta just let the game. You gotta just let it roll, right? Just embrace it. Okay, so there. Okay, so this is unfortunate because this is now out of line and it's gonna drive me nuts. That's fine. We'll get rid of that later. Okay, so we're missing. Okay, so here, floor. It should actually be limestone, and that'll seal that off. And this will eventually become a 3-wide tile hallway once we can get rid of these beds. So right now our main issue is we don't have cloth, and so we're waiting for our first stack of cloth to come in, which is going to take some time. But once that's done, we'll be able to build that out pretty well. Here's our bedrooms. And so here's basically what's happening. We're trying to get hay grass. Okay, hay grass will turn into hay that we can then use to build the tatami mats. The tatami mats are very, very handy if we need them. And we'll need to find a way to store them as well. Eventually, we would probably use the hay grass to feed the animals. You might notice that we have a couple horses here. So we want to make sure the horses are well maintained. Correct. However, we might be able to get a little bit, but I wouldn't expect to get bionics. At the very least, you'll be able to get maybe we could. But the main thing is, yeah, we need fabrication and prosthetics. Right? Prosthetics we can grab. Fabrication's gonna be a little harder to get. Because fabrication will need... I think you need the multi-analyzer, so that's really far down the tree. Just embrace the simplicity of the current experience, and eventually we'll get to the higher level tech that people really want to engage with, right? I think that's the way to think of. I think that's the best way to approach it. Take it bit by bits and embrace what we have, and then once, oh geez, eventually you can embrace the silliness. Okay, that's fine. 5, I think that's correct, right? This should be the same size. 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's fine. 1, 5, 5. Bing, bang, bong. So, we just started the stream yesterday. The theme is a Japanese-themed ryokan or onsen colony. We're trying to get guests to stay over and sleep in here and try to collect a lot of silver for their stays. I have an arbitrary goal of reaching like some 10,000 silver, but I don't really have a way to track how much silver I actually get. So it's just a if it works types situation. So we just have to slowly get more and more silver over time as we, you know, harvest it from... Okay, good, we're actually grabbing this now, that's good. However, getting guests is a little difficult. We have to wait. Did I change your pawn stuff? Did I? You somehow got gear that wasn't meant for you. I think you picked up gear that was meant for someone else. Which is really funny, so I actually need you to take off that armor. That armor is actually meant for Grubby. Yeah, and then your pawn is here. I think I had to delete one of your pawns and give you a new pawn. Also, I forgot to give you your ears, which if I remember correctly, it's apply, cosmetic set, rabbit. Okay, there you go. Now you got the rabbit look. Perfect. Okay, so now Grubby's got that Japanese Ashigaru armor. Now you are a common foot soldier, ready to fight. Hopefully you'll be fine. Okay, and then that should be fine. So Magmar's gonna be okay. Oh, the drug policy? No. Okay, so you want a no drugs policy? I think Alana usually wants the no drug policy as well, so let's just put that there. Okay. We don't even make drugs in this colony, which is also really tragic. Like, we just don't have the capacity to make drugs. Okay, we're almost at geothermal power. Once we get that, we can probably blitz through a little bit more of the generic research, probably go for maybe microelectronics next, so we can get the high-tech research bench and get research even faster. That's probably the next best thing to grab. At the same time, we're gonna keep expanding this. Holy cow, look at all that rice. So much rice. The rice is gonna have to... Like, this rice is legitimately gonna have to try to keep us alive over the winter. Which is why we're so desperate to get a lot of rice. Also, our cotton's almost grown, too. Yeah, so I think, yeah, it's just the cotton and then the hay grass, which will help us grow this. So, at least I know the tatami pattern we're gonna go with. So we can do about like this. Yes, that's perfect. And then we just mirror it on this side so that it looks correct. So about here. Oh, no, here. Perfect. Okay, so we're fitting the requirement. It'll look pretty, I promise. We also need to make a room where we can shove all of our, what's it called? Utilities. Also, hello, good morning there, Toruturon. Good morning. So I think we're gonna shove the utilities closet kind of far away from here. And then I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this area. Yeah, so yeah, Zango. So I was talking to Ray about this. She's like, "Don't buy it yet," and I'm like, "I'm gonna buy it." So I'm looking at either a Bamboo Labs A1 or a Bamboo Labs P1S. The P1S is like it's an enclosed printer, but the A1S is cheap. So those are the ones that I'm currently debating between. But I want a 3D printer so I can print things. I just came back from Canada. It's okay, I get paid soon, so it'll be fine. It'll be a-okay. Worry not, Ray. Also, time to have our overworked nurse doctor take care of the sick and dying. There we go. Those gutworms are just rough. Gutworms just take forever to get rid of too. Ugh. Okay, we also need lights in other places too. What else can we manufacture? So the reason we're not making sashimono is we don't have any cotton. Let's not make it out of cloth. We need wools, which means we need to kill more animals. Well, good thing there's a lot of alpacas. Let's go hunt down the alpacas. And what else do we need to murder here? Yeah, I think right now it's just like this early in the game is just trying to prep for the winter. Yeah, this entire thing is basically like, can we survive the winter? And I'm starting to think we might not have enough food, which is going to be a big problem. We may have to go try killing more animals and keep an eye out for sales. Yeah, I was debating maybe I should just wait until the Black Friday sales, usually what they have, but I hear those Black Friday sales aren't good anymore, which is the only reason I'm like, ooh, maybe I should just buy now before they keep jacking up the tariffs in random directions. You know what I mean? That's kind of the reason why I'm like, maybe soon. Okay, so what else do I need here? We do need to crack that Ancient Danger open at some point, but for now I'm gonna ignore it. Also, I forgot we could have eaten these crows, but I guess a lot of them were rotting in the first place, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Let's deconstruct these, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with these corpses. Okay, storage here for... Animal corpses are also fine, but this one's more of a low priority location. And then we'll need to set up meat hooks here, so let's just go storage. Grab the meat hook, one here, storage for animal corpses that are not rotting. Perfect. Chigusa has turned 54, and apparently turning 54 gives you a bad back, because of course it does. Who cares at this point? You know what? Just, apparently hitting 50 just gives you significant back pain. Which means I have to get a new spine. Yeah, 4x aging kind of does that to pawns, huh? Okay. Okay, so now that we have these beds, who's gonna get the first set of beds? Is there any couples in the colony that we can try to get children born? Maybe not right now. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna assign this one to... You know, maybe we put a hospital closer over here. No, I think these should be more guest rooms here. Yeah, I think we'll do more guest rooms over here. These are like the premium guest rooms. I think I'll make these a little larger than the other ones we've encountered so far. Let's chop this out here, and let's make sure that the roof isn't going to cave in on them. Just like that should be okay. Yeah, oh boy, he's stuck in there. Oh, he's actually not stuck in there. Perfect. Okay. The other thing too is we gotta find a way to get rid of these chunks. There's a lot of granite chunks, and I don't know what to do with it. The best thing I can think of is maybe use them to make statues and sell the statues for money. That's probably the easiest solution. We also need to figure out what we're gonna do with the copious amounts of poop. Fertilizer is probably the best solution. Okay, so there we go. So what we need is... there is enough food for them to eat here. That's good. With winter coming, we should probably invest in a barn. Just so that the animals have a place to sleep instead of having to sleep outside. Like animals. Okay, we're not gonna let them sleep outside like animals. They are also members of our dear society. I can figure out where the animal flap is. Okay, so we'll just make this out of that. Oh, okay, and then... oh, you know what? Ooh, bamboo bonsai plot. Ooh, actually, this kind of might be a good idea. Grow some bamboo bonsai inside the colony to add some pizzazz and some flair. I think that might not be a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's try this. Just whatever can... oh, we're actually out of food. Really? How do we run out of food? Oh, copy this. Okay, delete all these. Copy all of these and link it here. Who's our cooks and why are we not making more dango? Okay. So for some reason the priority has turned into making pemmican and not making actual edible meals. Unless this one is making yakisoba. No, he's making more pemmican. Let's suspend the pemmican one. I did not realize we're not making nearly enough food for everyone to consume. Okay, we need to do a ritual. Okay, let's do the ritual real fast. That's fine. I think 65% is survivable. That'll be okay. Anyways. Hopefully you slammed your architect Peneth in the armored door. I don't know where you managed to get an architect sausage, but I'm impressed that that even exists. For what would be the purpose of having such a device attached to your body? I guess you could change the shape of it and the texture if you really wanted to, but it might give you cyberpsychosis is all I'm gonna say. Cyberpsychosis for using such a thing might be a very real possibility. Keep that in mind. Okay, so hot spring water does actually deteriorate corpses a little faster. That's kind of funny. Okay, that I actually find very amusing. We should probably actually think about defenses. I just realized this entire colony is incredibly exposed, and all it takes is a very brave attacker to just destroy our way of life. So we may need to embrace just setting up a couple security measures for the time being. I don't want to do kill boxes, so I'm trying not to do kill boxes if I can. Here we go. These oh, I got these out of bamboo. Ooh. There we go. Perfect. We'll have a couple of these to protect ourselves. Is it gonna work very well? Who knows? But it looks cool. Okay, we'll probably need a few more over here as well. We have bamboo. Might as well use the bamboo for something. And we'll probably get rid of this stupid tree at some point. I don't really want to get this to lithium mines. We don't have lithium mines. We have mines, just not the lithium kind. Yeah, there's so many things. We gotta haul this rice in. Haul that rice in before it rots. That's all I care about right now. Okay, that has to get inside. There we go. Everyone's working together to move it. Beautiful. Are you getting your iPhones? There's many ways to get your iPhones. Okay, so this worked. We just don't have the wood, which means we need to store the hay somewhere. I think for the time being, let's make another crate. I'm gonna store copious amounts of hay inside of here. Let's use it out of steel for now. So this one, storage, hay. And then let's make this critical, probably, so let's do that. Get this one built ASAP. We are burning through our steel supply, so I do need to watch out for that until we can get more. Thankfully, people keep spawning meteors, and those meteors keep being filled with wonderful goodies that we need anyways. Okay, so hopefully we can get, I think it's Suda, who's the builder. And that is probably gonna work just fine. Okay, so now we can carry all that hay inside. I don't want this to rot. Need the hay. Okay, so they're overworked. If we get more wood, that'll be fine. Here's a stack of trees. Let's chop this down. Oh my god, I'm really committing like mass deforestation. So it's nice to have an orbital trader, but did you know we don't have a trading. We don't have a contact beacon thingy. Okay, so we have geothermal power. Let's get microelectronics so we can get high-tech research benches. I think that'll be fine. So geopower is acquired. Means I can slap one down right here. And that will fuel a good chunk of the colony's power. We could also get one over here, which I'd have to basically demolish part of this, which was not my intent, so I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. Let's see, that's... Yeah, I think I do want that. I probably will just shrink this room down by a couple steps, and that's probably all I can do to make that work. Yeah, I think that's all we can do to make that work, so that's fine. Make sure also the YouTube stream is working fine, too. Hopefully YouTube's not exploding on me. Hello, YouTube people. I'm very cool in poggers, I promise. Okay. Okay, so I think our cloth crop, it did actually just finish, so we did manage to get a decent amount of cloth, so we can make a few more futons to get our colonists nice and happy. So why don't we slam down one here and here and here once that's ready. And then that'll be another bedroom. We also need centralized heating, so I think it's going to be microelectronics into centralized heating, and then that'll get us some fresh... because we're approaching winter. We are approaching winter, which means we're going to need multiple kimonos to keep everyone warm. So let's start manufacturing said clothes. But yeah, so a kimono will be good for the cold weather. However, this one I want it to... Yeah, I think let's make it out of... Oh, we need more wools. We need to kill the furry animals. Where are the furry animals? Okay, we've actually not encountered many furry animals either. So that's kind of the issue why we're not getting warm materials to work with. Let's kill a stack of birds, and that should be fine. See how it's panning out? Okay, so microelectronics will take a while to research, but I think it'll be okay. That's really important for the expedited research speed is really the main reason we want it. Okay. Also, I don't know what to do with these horses. I don't want to, like, kill them, but I feel... like, look at those horses, they're cute. I don't want to kill them. I don't want to be responsible. The Drifter has visited. Alright, we can see what they have to say. Independent Drifter? That's a lot of different... creepy breathing. Oh, it's the, what are they called? There's a term for this type of pawn, but I don't know if I want to keep him. I will send Tomoaki to set up a new location far away. Once we have that squared up. Not a waster. There's a term. It's one of the spooky pawns that show up that might have special creep joiners. Thank you. I could not remember the term. Yes, creep joiner is the word. That's the term for it. I need to set up better defenses out here. We definitely won't be able to keep this growing zone forever, unless we want to expand the defensive wall around like this cut off. But then at that point, we're just having a bajillion turrets, which is also a option. Let's talk to them. Skilled in everything to an unnatural degree. Work ethic is remarkable. Perfect worker. Sure, come on in, Tatter. If you're gonna be able to build and... Oh my gosh, she's got very high stats and everything. My guess is she probably has organ failure. Alright, so this thing's now here, so now we have to hook this in the power grid. Perfect, so now that's in the power grid. We'll be able to get power, and then we need to figure out the utilities closet area. Yeah, where are we gonna put the utilities? So I want this area to be additional bedrooms. Let's see here. So I think we'll have to do... So 1, 2, 3. How many bedrooms can I fit here? 13 wide. You know what? I think this could be 2 super-sized, super special rooms that are incredibly expensive for our guests to pay for. 34 tile wide interiors. Ooh. This is the premium of the premium experiences. Only the richest of the richest can enjoy these rooms. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's do exactly that. I think that'll be fun. So put this over here, and that's okay. Perfect. Okay. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. I'll just let the game run as it builds and builds, and that's a cold snap, which is very, very bad for us, and that is also a lot of problems at once. Also, holy cow, this man got muscle parasites, and now he can't even move anymore. That's not good. Okay. So the cold snap means our crops might die soon, which means we may need to do an early harvest. Alright, I'll be right back, comrades. Just enjoy watching. Hopefully nothing survives. But, oh, that cold snap's not gonna be good. I think we just harvest this now. Just harvest it. Yeah. Oh, boy. Alright. I'll be right back. I don't know what's happening, but I think all of our plants are dying. Yep, all the plants are dying. Oh god. Okay, you need to harvest this ASAP. Who else can harvest plants? This needs to be harvested now. Anyways, the reason why I want a 3D printer is I want to be able to basically print random things that I would want for mostly board game related functions. I don't play in-person tabletops anymore. Like, I play board games, but not like TRPGs. But I have always been interested in those, you know, STLs that people always will go on Kickstarter, like, hey, look at our, you know, terrain kits that you can go get on Tabletop Sim or for your latest projects. I'm like, ooh, tell me more. Also, holy cow, it is incredibly freezing in here. Okay, so I need to find a way to I need to find a way to quickly heat them up. I may need to turn this into an indoor building ASAP. Yeah, we may need to turn this into an indoor building compound as quickly as possible right now. Because otherwise, they're gonna freeze to death, and that would be not good. Some of these rooms are incredibly toasty just by virtue of what's there. But I think for now, I think what I can do is let's do this. Actually, wait a second. We don't need that. We can just build a standard heater because we have technology. Let's quickly slam out a heater before we freeze to death here. Yeah, because the kimono surprisingly adds a lot of temperature. Oh, I guess parkas would also help a lot too. Okay. Get this out too. So this room's gonna be warm. And then it should balance out in that room too. Maybe I need another heater. I'll crank it up to 31. It's just barely above freezing, but that might be okay. Probably need a second one over here. Okay. Scatter terrain kits. I've not seen what a scatter terrain kit is. I was mostly primarily looking at like those modular dungeon tiles, which seemed really cool, honestly. Like, if I was still playing physical in-person tabletop RPGs, that would be fantastic. I miss playing tabletop RPGs as a DM, but ever since I became a VTuber and streamed a lot more frequently, it's actually surprisingly difficult to find time to do D&D prep, which is why I don't do it anymore. And I'm in a campaign as a player, but absolutely not as a DM, which I actually miss doing that a lot. Also, Bashy's probably gonna die in the freezing cold weather. Where's Bashy? Okay, so Bashy's okay. What's the temperature can a horse? What temperature can a horse handle? A horse is comfortable up to -35. Okay, so the horse is gonna be fine. The horses don't care. They're just like, yeah, this is just another day. So that's kind of my plan with 3D printers. I definitely want to get one. It's been on my list of things I wanted to get for a long time. Hello, Ronnie. Welcome aboard, dear comrade. Let's take a look at your pawn. What do? You are a firekeeper. You're like the 4th or 5th digger. So we have a lot of miners, and you're also really good with construction. Also, you're a night owl. I need to fix the night owl schedules. Hold on. Okay. So you're a night owl, which means I need to set your setup to, I think it's from 9. You get 8 hours of sleep, so that's probably up to here. And then there was someone else who was a night owl. Who was it? Okay, so Tomoyaki is a night owl, so that's fine too. Who else is a night owl? Okay, so Ray's pawn is also a night owl, which I guess that's not even lore accurate. That's not even accurate to real life. Grubby's also night owl. So we basically have a couple night owl pawns. There we go, that should be fine. Xylo-san, how are you doing, comrade? Alright, so there's Arani. You're trying to switch to... You're just trying to flip. So you're female. Let's just give you the body shape. There you go. I have some interest in my manufacturer. I think I asked this before, but what's your experience printing miniatures off of an FDM printer? The extrusion printers that we all know and love. Because I don't think I'm gonna get a resin printer. That's too much. I think I'm okay just getting a basic you know, extrusion type experience. Wow, I'm out of steel already. We're gonna have to get more steel here. There's a decent chunk over there, so that's fine. Yeah, everyone's chopping down the trees, and we're gonna need all that wood. They know that. And then we'll have to... I need a utilities closet. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna build around this generator. And we're gonna use this as a way to... Okay, so this is a 5 tile. Maybe this is the main entrance. No, I don't want that to be a main entrance. I think the main entrance should be over here, actually. So I could probably expand this out to 2 tile wide. And then this side hallway will contain the some amount of utilities, I think would be correct. So let's deconstruct this. And then we'll just build up against it, and then I can put a door. This one will be a proper door. Maybe about there. Okay. You can't be down with 10 feet from resident. Gotcha. I was just kind of curious. I'm probably not going to print miniatures with it, but I was just wanting to know. Loner is visiting. Chigusa's father has arrived. He's a generic human, and I think he's here to stay in our wonderful guest rooms. Alright. Kawagishi is now here, so now we probably want to close. We probably want to seal these rooms up. We should probably start sealing up the compound. While they kill each other, I guess, for no reason. Okay, we should have enough. Yes, Ray, did you send me something? No, you didn't. Okay. So, anyways, like I said, I think it'll be cool to have. We need to put these bricks somewhere else for the time being. Storage. Temporarily, we're gonna dump the limestone, or just dump the bricks here for now. So this one is going to be, let's make this one granite, and this one to be limestone, so we can get them out of this storage yard here where it's in the way. Okay, so one of the main issues is this. I think Badgercone is just, it's that brain scar. We'll fix them up eventually. We'll fix them up eventually. Okay, so then I can set up the... You know what, these ones? Okay, I think these rooms should probably have better... There's a double fancy futon that we can give them. An ornate futon made for 2 people. So let's try setting this up here. So I think... Actually, yeah, let's... I have an idea. Ooh, wait, hold on, I have an idea. Wait, is there, oh, hold on, you know what'd be sick? If there was a kotatsu item. Is that a thing that I have? Maybe I have a mod for it? Oh, there is. Oh. This personal room, the finest rooms come with a kotatsu to really ensure that it is the most premium of experiences a pawn can have in our little area. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Oh. And then we do need a separate carve out for the bedroom bathroom. We're gonna do it just the way the Japanese do it. So basically, you need to have a separate toilet and a separate toilet separated from your shower. So it'd be something like... actually, you can probably shrink it down to about here. I think what we'll do is about... We'll use the shojis for this one. I think it'll be fine. So we'll do 1, 2... Oh, that's gonna look so nice. Even though this is completely unnecessary, but I have to do it. We have 3 days worth of food. That is not words I want to see. I don't know how we got this many ducks, but I'm about to kill all of them. Okay, so we can't grow any more rice. The cold snap came in a lot earlier than I was hoping for, because it's now killing our ability to grow crops. That's very not fun. That is gonna kill a lot of our... Yeah, it's not fun. Okay, so what I think what we have to do is I actually have to let this... This needs a vent. Maybe we do have to let it have a separate door here. And I think I will just seal this up with a wall. I think that's okay. Yeah, you need a mod for it. I think I might have the mod installed for greenhouses. No, I don't think I have it. I used to have a mod that I used for that. I think it was like ceilings or something. I don't know how to spell ceilings, apparently. It might have actually been a Dubs thing. Yeah, Dubs Skylights, that's the mod. Yeah, unfortunately there's a lot of people to feed, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm eventually going to just shove Tomaki and possibly Tatter out to parts unknown. Basically have them set up an outpost and they can just make food and give it to us. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think we don't have a choice. Yeah, let's do exactly that. So once Tater's healed up, we're gonna send him out to the void. Actually, let's just do it now. Tatter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the world map. Gonna make a caravan. We're gonna send him down about 2 tiles this way. So form caravan, send in Tatter and Tomaki. And good luck to them, as we're gonna have them set up a brand new town or outpost so they can, you know, get food for us, and we don't have to worry about them ever again, because that's less pawns for us to actually have to interact with on a regular basis. Okay, and then we'll do, let's see, okay, so that's not necessary yet. Okay. Yeah, and we'll probably have to set up additional rooms down here as well. At the very least, this will work the way I think it's supposed to work. So now we can haul these bricks out of here, I think. Yeah, so those bricks get hauled out, and then now this allows me to also make granite blocks as much as we can. Basically, we want to do these until we store 1,500 of each. Because this will give a pawn, you know, free reign to basically chill and craft until they get sick and tired of crafting. And I think that's good. Okay, so our defenses are there. It's not ideal. Our miners aren't digging out anymore. Okay, they've arrived. So, create outpost. I actually forgot to check their stats. What are their stats? This man is 2 in plants and good in shooting. This one is good in plants and good in shooting. Okay, so maybe a hunting outpost would make the most sense. So every quadrum, they will give me a lot of muffalo meat and blue fur, so that's pretty good. And if we ever have more pawns we need to send away, we're just gonna send them into that void. Can I make your hair lighter red? I actually can't. It's actually tied to your Twitch name color. So, yeah, I actually can't change that. I can, but it'll just revert automatically back. Okay, so then we need to hook this power grid like this. Perfect. Okay, so then we need to chop down the rest of these dang trees. We probably should set up the interior now. Okay, let's start setting up the interior. So this gets sealed off, this gets sealed off, this one gets a door. And then probably need to seal this area off temporarily until we get this all sorted out. We can always fix it later, so that's fine. So seal this, this, and this gets sealed. Okay, and then door, 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 and that should be enough doors for now. And we'll also seal this off here until we can get the rest of this area temperature and climate control. I think that's exactly what we have to do. We have enough wood to do this. Probably. Barely. No, we barely have enough. We barely have materials for this. This entire colony is just short on everything. That's why your hair's... Yes! Did you not know this? I thought this was like common knowledge that your colonist hair color is tied to your stream, to your Twitch identity. Oh, did I never explain that? I could have sworn that was like common knowledge, but I'm sorry if you didn't know. Now you know. My goodness, we ran through all of our rice already. Okay. Especially because we can't grow any more rice. Yeah, we're gonna have to hunt for food. Maybe microelectronics was not the correct thing to research right away. Maybe I think temperature management might have been better to grab first, but it's a little late now. Since it's freezing, I think what we're gonna do is let's grab one of these overwall vents so we can just freeze this room. And hopefully it's not gonna keep... I don't know how well these shojis are at temperature management, but probably not very good at it. Probably not very good at it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so hold on. A lot of time in your So did you basically you've already won the co-op run is what it sounds like. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I did see the Dawn of War thing. They announced the the remake, and they announced Warhammer or Dawn of War 4. Now, one thing to remember is I never played any of the Dawn of War titles. I'm not a Warhammer person, but I know a lot of people who are incredibly into Warhammer. Okay, so we're gonna assign these bedrooms. So the first 4 need to be assigned to our 4 core. Well, minus Badger. So Wakabayashi gets 1. Tsuda gets the next one. This one will go to Chigusa. Arani already claimed that one. This one will assign to Ray. And then we'll assign this one to... Solana can have that one. And we'll set up a barrack somewhere else. 1942 winning that early sounds about right, too. What about Dawn of War 4 after Dawn of War 3? Listen, you should be worried. Anytime someone says, "Ah, yes, we're making a sequel to your beloved franchise," you better be ready. You never know what it's gonna be like, and I guarantee you it's not gonna be as good as you think it's gonna be. Basically, be prepared for anything. Expect nothing, and you will not be disappointed. Okay, so I think once this is finished, this seals this area up. So I think once we get enough... We have enough wood for that, Briss. We do. Perfect. Oh my goodness, I think Caster Labs actually fixed itself. Wait a second. Is this working now? It's not. Okay. Okay, I know what's happening. So... Okay, what? Is this not working anymore? Okay. I think Caster Labs is still broken. No? Let me try. The Caster Labs thing is the thing that shows the dual chats on stream, but it was broken earlier. You have to spend money. You know what? I get that. I think you like don't spend money if you don't absolutely need to spend it, or unless you really care about whatever thing's happening now. Okay, let's test this out. So, test. Okay, I think Caster Labs is still broken, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Alright, what's happening? Also, all our food is rotting away, so our stockpile is dropping even faster. Okay. I think we might need a fridge. I think now that we have the electricity to do so, we should probably invest in proper... Oh, the what's it called ended. Yeah, okay, so I think what we need to do... I feel kind of bad providing refrigerated food to our guests, but at the same time... Probably the most optimal thing to do, honestly. Yeah, that's probably the most optimal thing to do. So let's make a fridge for food so that all of our delicious food's not getting wasted. Also, that meteor full of salt is actually not a bad idea. And the worst part about the meteor is that it actually destroyed part of my facilities. Thank you very much for doing that. That's tragic. Research. Where's this dropping in? Thankfully, a lot of sushi just fell from the sky. So one thing to remember is that indie games are not the end-all be-all. Indie games are good for depending on what you're looking for, right? Oh, it's working again. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hello, Normar. How are you doing? What have I achieved so far? Well, we've achieved producing... I can get rid of this now. Okay, so it's still not working on the Twitch end, which is really weird. I don't know why. Only the YouTube chat's showing up on the... Oh, wait, I know what I have to do. So I have to go to chat box, and I have to do refresh cache of current page. Okay, it's not working. So for now, I'll just have the separate chat bar up there. That's fine. Yes. So we have managed to build a fun little geothermal reactor. We have fridges set up for copious amounts of food, which we're going to link these together. Paste link. Paste. Now we can store all that excess food in there. We'll also allow... just basically any meals, I think, just go in there. Maybe not canned food. Canned food's not necessary, but everything... and not the packaged survival meals either. Yeah, that'll be fine. You wish all the old franchises didn't have to die to bring new life. Depends what franchises you like. The thing is... some franchises... Okay, hold on. Before I continue, I need to make sure this is actually set up correctly. This should be sealed enough to make a roof. So I'm gonna roof this, as bad of an idea as that probably is. It's gonna be darkness, so I'm gonna have to start adding light everywhere, but I think this is gonna be the beginning of our facilities. We need to add more bedrooms, which I think the easiest thing to do for that is just basically copy this again over here. And let's just dig out another... what is this? 16 by 7? Okay, and then we'll try to work with that and not add any more housing blocks for a hot second until this stack is completed. I think that'll be a good way to approach it. And then we'll do the same thing. So door, door, door. Yes, that's perfect. So, you know what's a very interesting version? One example is The Sims. I don't know if anyone has paid attention to the Sims news, but they basically said, hey, we are not making The Sims 5 because they realize that they don't have to make any new games. They can just keep milking the player base, and they will keep playing The Sims 4 over and over and over and over again and buy every single DLC slop that they keep coming out with because that's just what people want. And they're basically rewarding companies that are doing bad. And it's really dumb, and I hate it. Because I actually do like The Sims a lot. As a franchise, it is one of my favorite franchises, but the recent interpretation of The Sims is just not very good anymore. Anyways, let's just go murder this thing. Oh, Magmar got gored. Ooh. Yeah, maybe let's get Magmar out of here. Okay, so you go back. And now we're gonna attack the next one. Let's see if these fine individuals can fight off the great and mighty Mega Sloth. We don't have really good armor. Okay, perfect. What else are we killing? A Boomalop? That's fine. Just undraft, and then let's kill this thing. Yeah, EA is also just one of those companies that's just not a very good company. That said, sometimes they come up with something that I actually kind of want, like Battlefield 6, and I'm like, ugh, am I really going to spend money on Battlefield 6? And I'm actually, like, considering it. You know what? I think we'll actually put this central area as the temple. I think this will be the temple here. And then maybe we'll do the hospital somewhere. You know, I might actually convert this into... no, I don't know. Do not give money to EA? But Garm, aren't a lot of your favorite tactical VTubers all getting Battlefield? I know Wishy was like really into it. I was like, oh my gosh, Wishy likes it a lot too. Okay, so I need to get a... Oh, I don't think we set... I don't think we... Oh my goodness, we didn't research the toilets, did we? Oh my goodness, yeah, we don't have toilets. Okay, I'll need a water tower at some point, too. We can't grow crops for that long, I think. Okay, so I think what we have to do is, for the time being, I will cook. These all require extra bits, so I can't. Probably we'll just do simple meals until we're sitting at least 30. I think Pawn's natural gravitator is better end meals anyway, so we'll just do this if there's nothing else we can make for food. That way there's at least something for the pawns to consume. Until we're at 20, I think it's actually fine. I don't want to make more than necessary, so that's fine. Just dump that there. Okay. Bomb. You killed Tomb King, High Friend, Wizard, and Bone Armor Dragon because your opponent's Tomb King, Armor Dragon, Blessed Game, Old World. Wait, what's... Oh! I didn't know you played Warhammer Old World. I don't play it, but it's always seemed kind of interesting to me. Just not everything that I want to play, necessarily. That was a great franchise, not gonna lie. It is a really great franchise. I love it. Also, we can add cool lamps. Let's see here. Ishidoro stone lanterns used for decorative purposes. Okay, so... Oh, actually. Hold up. Ishidoro... Okay, well, we could do this, actually. This is a type of... This is legitimately how I probably would design my... I think how I designed my house in Final Fantasy XIV. Like, I'm pretty sure this is exactly the type of thing that I would do. Okay. Yes, we have 2 dead people already. Isn't it tragic? They died valiantly fighting for the greater good. Okay, so that's really annoying how that is drawn over the cherry blossoms. Oh no, the texture layering is so bad. Oh no. Okay, no, just cancel it. Oh. Why this? All right, I have a better idea. Let's just put these in the corner. Just move these to the corner. It was gonna be so good. Whatever. It's fine. Just move them to the correct spot, and then we'll just light them up. There you go. Move this. Move. That's fine. Move. No, clean this one. Perfect. Okay. So at least it's lit up. What do you feel alone now? What do you mean you feel alone? Probably because YouTube chat's generally way quieter than Twitch chat. That's all I'm gonna say. YouTube chatters are, at least from my experience, are a lot quieter than the other platforms, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so this is guest beds. So the attractiveness is not that high, so I need to make the attractiveness even higher. So let's do that by... First of all, let's put nice wooden floors inside of here. Yeah, everything, including the bathroom, is all wooden tiles. If I have enough wood for this. We do actually have a lot of wood, thankfully. So that's at least gonna keep us a little bit more sane. We probably should start making this safe as well, so we can store the copious amounts. The research is also going really slow, by the way. I'm trying to get that a little faster. The rocks over the trees. I know. Isn't it tragic? I don't know why these are, like, not... It's separated right now because for whatever reason, I cannot get, the chats to show correctly combined on Caster Labs. Caster Labs seems to be broken right now. I'm trying to fix it. Let me reboot Caster Labs, actually. I don't know how it decides either. You're thinking of having more melee characters to murder your enemy chariots. I don't know how you would build, like, what's the correct way to build a comp in Old World. Just saying. Okay, let's see if I can fix this. Okay, so settings. I am logged in on Twitch. So... Does this send it? Okay, so it sends it over there, but it doesn't actually show up on my chat bot for some reason, which is very weird. So then I have to fix this, probably. Not better idea. What if I forcibly log out of Twitch on this and then forcibly reconnect it? There we go. Reauthorize it. Come on. Okay, so then I don't know. I'll figure this out in a bit. That's fine. Anyways, look at this. It's like we're getting there. We're getting our facilities are expanding. Okay. I don't know why it's just drawn weird. I also don't like that. The main problem is that we are not gonna have enough food. Yeah, and I know people like we were aware this was gonna be a problem. We knew this was gonna be a bit of an issue. Okay, so let me test this again. So does this work? Oh, it's not showing up on my chat thing. That's so odd. Whatever, it's fine. Hopefully it'll work tomorrow. Let's just keep doing this. By the way, for things for this week, we may do an art stream as part of one of the votes. We may put Darkest Dungeon on the list as well. Other options that I'm also been considering are some other funny tycoon games and some other. I think Xenonauts was one of the other options I was considering greatly. Also, I'm sorry, I'm just reading what you're saying now. Say last Battlefield game plays Battlefield 2 from. Oh, okay. So you basically stopped playing. That's really unfortunate, but I do get why you may not have wanted to play any of them. I did like 3 and 4 a lot, which is some of my favorite ones. Okay, so this corpse is deteriorating, but I can't exactly dismantle it, so I guess it's just gonna stay there for a while. As we don't have the machining technology. Yeah, Xenonauts was super brutal. I don't disagree. That game was hard. Okay, so how do we light up this colony? I guess electric andons are probably fine. Instead of using wall lamps, we can use these because they do look kind of nice. We can even make them out of limestone if we wanted to have variety. Oh, actually, hold up. We might. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot, though. Maybe we don't need that many. 2, so maybe up to here. Can that one, and then we can figure out what else we can throw in here. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I've been thinking a lot about XCOM recently. And as much as I'm not going to ever play XCOM on stream, I'm not gonna lie, the thought has come up on my head again, like, what if I did, though? What if I just gave in to the game? I have it uninstalled, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know that thing about, like, the whole, it's like a green goblin mask that just, like, watches over you from the side, demanding, like, you want to play me again. Am I going to? No, because I have self-restraint, but it is one of those things that's like, Yeah, we're not gonna do Darkest Dungeon and XCOM. It's gonna be one or the other. No, I'm not crazy, trust me. Alright, let's go kill more animals for food. Should be good there. Have a good night, Grubby. Thanks for swinging by. I know Rissen's just waiting until Rissen can buy Archotech parts, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of other people are waiting to get their Archotech body parts or bionics and all that jazz. We will eventually. Trust that we'll get them. Just our research is slow, especially as it's getting colder. 50% research speed. Oh, goodness. Even with this torch lamp. Okay, so I think what we have to do is seal this room off. Seal this room off, put a door there, and then we can at least get access to the silver in the back corner. You can only buy prosthetics and body parts like that when the technology is unlocked. Until the tech is unlocked, you can't actually yet. So it's kind of a waiting game. Okay, so we have a... Okay, so what's the quality of this room? 162. What else do they need in here? What else would make this room peak? Can I actually put a Zaisu here? Can I actually put these down? That'd be kind of sick if I could. Oh, okay, so I think you can actually... Oh, you actually can build this on top. So I can put a steel incense holder. I got a silver, actually. 14 beauty. Oh, wait a second. That might be correct. That actually will look really... Ooh, it's actually layered correctly. Also, these are royal tribute collectors, right? Okay, yeah, we're not gonna deal with that. Or were they? No, yeah, these guys were not traders. They were royal tribute collectors. So yeah, go away. Don't care about them. Okay, so at the very least, I know I can build tatami mats. I have enough hay to build at least a few more here. Okay, let's finish these rooms up. So, actually, wait. Oh, I can't just copy it. That's right. Yeah, so I don't have a blueprinting thing, so I actually have to manually do this. That's fine. Let's just do all the vertical ones first. Easier on me. And then we do the horizontals. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful Japanese tatami mat room so that our guests will feel like they're sleeping in the lap of luxury. Okay, then we can get more bedrooms here, so at the very least we can get 3 more people out of here. So the question is, which 3 are we getting out? And then we need to figure out where I'm putting the hospital. Yes. Yeah, we should probably put lights, shouldn't we? Some areas are lit. I guess we can probably slap a few andons, just like scattered about. Or maybe in this area. Maybe this area uses wall lamps. I think this area would probably be using wall lamps, I think. What else can we do to flesh this entryway? Maybe this is like the reception room? Maybe this is the reception area, actually. And then behind the reception is the temple. I think that's not a bad idea. I'm trying to find good games on Steam. Let me tell you. Just get yourself Roller Coaster Tycoon, and you'll be happy. Roller Coaster Tycoon is probably one of the best game franchises to ever have existed. 167, so Acolytes are willing to stay here now. So that's good. Oh, so this button... Okay, we'll set it to what it should be, approximately. Okay. Okay, so this is a... Oh, I can actually set it to guest specifically. Yes, however, don't play Roller Coaster Tycoon World. Thank you, Garm, for pointing that out. Roller Coaster Tycoon World is a game, technically, that exists that I don't ever recommend people play. It definitely is a game. It is one of the games of all time that should never have existed. Okay, so that should be okay. So Krusty's gonna go in there and probably cook another stack of meals. We need to get a meat freezer. We need a freezer thing here. We need to make this room a big fat freezer. So we don't have the temperature stuff yet. That's fine. It is getting cold. We might be able to get one more batch of rice out if we're lucky, but I'm not holding my hopes up for it. Hopefully we get some guests. Can we actually auto sort the... Like, let's get this... Oh my god, look at all those chunks. Haul these out of there. I don't even know if there's space to dump it, but I want them just gone. I actually like... You know, Planet Coaster I actually really enjoyed, but I could never get into it too much. Part of it was the simplicity of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Was just really nice. And then Planet Coaster was like obviously a natural evolution, but it also got a lot more complicated. Okay. Let's see. Who needs a bed here? So Ronnie should probably have a bow. Who's our okay, so I think a Ronnie digs rocks, so we'll put a Ronnie in this area. At least our Ronnie's near the rocks. Krusty... let's see. I'm okay putting... Oh my god, what did we find? I hate it when we do this. That's fine. You know what's good? Just grab 2 people. I don't care where people sleep. We'll sort it later. These 2 get their new beds. Dismantle these, get me the wood back. You've gotten so many games you've been meaning to play or getting distracted by physical products. Why was playing plastic sizing? Listen, because you're creating something. Games is playing someone else's creation, which is fine. But creating something yourself is a feeling that you just can't be matched. You know what I mean? I think that's why you're enjoying creating rather than playing other people's creations. Which I think makes sense. 11 desperate refugees are coming, including children. We must protect... Because it is a charity quest, I am required to accept this. Okay. We now have to find a way to feed 11 more people and also house them. This is not going to be easy. Oh man, that's gonna be rough. Hello there, Athiana. How are you doing, comrade? Good morning. Or good morbing, as some of them say. Okay, I'm going to turn this room temporarily into the mass barracks. Yeah, I think for now, this area is gonna have to be where people sleep. At least those people who just joined, who are joining us temporarily. Have a good night, son. Rest well. Okay, let's make sure these beds get assigned to the correct people. So we're gonna make this one go to... Okay, Magmar can have this one. Graven can have the other one. That's fine. Perfect. There we go. But for not... Oh, right, because you only play free games. That's right, Normar. That's right. You only play free titles. This colony's gonna need more bathrooms, which I have to fix now too. How long are these guests staying around? So adding 11 pawns lowered my TPS by about 50. That's not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay. Let's kill some animals. Hopefully with this many pawns cooking about. Also, let's make sure that the kids all stay in the home zone. I don't want those kids running around where they're gonna get murdered. That should be okay. Wait, it's not. This is not roofed, right? Why was that? Why is there fire? Oh! Wait a second. I don't think I actually need a door there, do I? I think that's just in the way. Just get rid of it. I forgot in here that the temperatures rise up to like a couple hundred centigrade on the regular. Get over here and start killing that thing too. Making mods is also an amazing feeling. Many modders become economical and self-to play the game and really mod. I mean, modding is a what's the word? It's a passion project, right? I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily with people wanting money as like a donation thing for some of the work that they do, but people who are doing it for money, that's where it gets a tad sketchy. Free titles on Steam, OpenTTD. OpenTTD is really the best option. I agree. Garm knows what's up. Train games are pretty cool. I am a big fan of train game supremacy. I will shill train games forever. Okay, so I need power line. Okay, so the other thing too is we should probably figure out how we're gonna make sure this entire colony doesn't go up in flames. So we should probably think about fire management systems once we get microelectronics. We probably will not be getting to bionic replacements today. Yeah, probably not. You would be kind of surprised how much money people can actually make for mods. One of the best examples, I think, is... Are you familiar with Star Sector? So there's a modder. His name is Yukimaru, I believe. And their Patreon has, according to what I'm reading right now, 4,039 members, which I'm not sure if that includes free people, but at the very least, their minimum their minimum membership tier is $3 a month. So there can, and also yeah, Flight Simulator X has a lot of paid mods. There was the whole paid mod thing with Skyrim a while ago. There's a lot. Yeah, and Vanilla Expand is also another prime example of, oh gosh, we have no days worth of food. We gotta kill animals. We need to kill animals now. Grab this stack here, and we're just gonna hunt everything. We're just gonna hunt everything, whatever we can find and kill. Turn on drafted hunt. All right. Another turkey's almost dead. It's probably gonna get away. I'm gonna kill the stack here too. Kill this bunny. Okay, so you also murder that one. You go over here and kill that thing. Okay, good. We're getting more kills. Drafted hunt. That's fine. Okay, so that's good. Next one. Kill those deer. We may need better weapons than bows in the near future. I don't think the bows are going to be enough. Oh, that grizzly bear is angry. We're not able to shoot it down fast enough, so it's Riston trying to not die to a bear. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Let's go over here and kill this giant stack of dough. Now I guess another stack of food. And then it is hard winter, so we should be able to at least keep ourselves. Oh gosh, the amount of food that we're gonna need. We might have to. Where's the nearest trading area? We can go to the Katsuki Shogunate and probably trade with them. I know we had pemmican at some point, so... Oh, we ate through all the pemmican already. I wouldn't say a lot of them necessarily translate into donations. It's more just like... It's more like it's a way for them that they can get more... They can get money if they wanted to. Actually, in the Total War space, there was actually a pretty big drama about how there's a popular mod for Total War Warhammer called Steel Faith Overhaul, which is probably the most popular overhaul mod for Total War Warhammer. And it ended up becoming a problem because the guy basically said, hey, I'm not updating this as much because I'm not getting enough money, and also I'm working on my own game. If you want more updates, give me more money. And people did not like that statement very, very much. They're temporary kids. Mods dealing trash money. And it was just no. In fact, a lot of games usually say you cannot make money, or you can make money off the mods, but you can't. It's kind of a weird situation. One example is The Sims. The Sims, a lot of people pay money for Sims mods. You would be kind of surprised at how many mods there are for The Sims that are paid. Oh my gosh, it finally works now. Why is that so delayed? Why did that... It's not even all the messages yet. Okay, so something's going on with that. Okay. Kill more of these animals. That's fine. Come on. Okay, come on. Kill that one too. Alright, I think we undraft them, let them chill for a bit while we make more food. Yeah, Sims modders actually make a lot of money making content for that game, and it's really amusing because one of the biggest issues that that community had was they were paywalling a lot of their mods behind, you know, Paylocity, or not Paylocity, basically behind things like Patreon. And EA actually changed their rules that says if you make mods for this game and you make money off it, you cannot. Oh boy. You cannot keep your items behind a permanent paywall. Also, we're getting attacked by a very large group. There are 9 humans down there and 9 humans up there. So we may be in a bad position here. Let's double check where the home zone is located. So this should not be home. This is not a home zone. This is not a home zone. Okay, this is not, that's home zone-ish, kind of. I don't want the kids running around. Okay. Also, people are getting infections and other things like back to back to back, which is getting a little ridiculous here. A lot of people are about to have mental breaks. I don't know why. Oh, lack of food. Someone's got muscle parasites and mild malnutrition. Okay, so we're just gonna copy this work order for simple meals and link that over here as well, because we need that done now. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, hopefully none of them have fire, but who knows at this point. Oh my gosh, the chat thing is so delayed. What in the world? So anyways, yeah, it's very amusing to see that paid mods have always been a thing. But definitely look into The Sims if you want to see how bad the paid mods rabbit hole goes. It goes in real deep. Whiskey approves of your... Okay, I think the chat thing is fixed now. Of your Dutch farm and farming simulator. How is farming simulator? Like I said, I never really played that game, but I hear it's very popular with people who want to work when they get off of work. I'm not here to judge. Some people just really enjoy working when all day, every day. There we go. Perfect. I think that's exactly what we're looking for there. We have some meals coming through, so at least people aren't starving to death, but it's gonna be rough. I don't think we have enough, and I don't know, this man is eating raw food, which I could have used. We gotta kill more animals, we're already out of food. We may have to consume people. We may have to consume people for food. We gotta get these corpses that we left over there. Ugh. Alright, they're attacking. Alright, let's see if we can defend the colony. It's gonna be a little rough, but we'll do our best. Maybe we don't even fight outside, actually. Let's stay indoors. We'll see if we can force them. Where's my melee fighters? Unbound will hold the line here, and then all the archers get behind. Briston is injured. Magmar's injured. Magmar can probably fight, so maybe we have Magmar out here too. And then everyone else just, yeah, we'll just try to force fight through the we'll try to force the fight through the little corridor. Okay, oh my gosh, they're going hard. Funbound is, okay, so I see the issue. We gotta pull, okay. We gotta pull you back over here, and then Funbound needs to move over here. So we can do the same thing over here. So we're gonna have you go back here. Have Grey, oh, Magmar's down. Okay, so Chigos has to hold the line here. Grey One's gotta hold the line here. Get over there ASAP. Alana needs to get inside. Marksman, you have a spear. Get ready to fight. You have a weapon for some reason. Okay, who else can fight? Grey Wind is getting in there to help. Let's get, these guys all have knives. Okay, well, they gotta fight. Okay, so they're trying to kidnap people, which is not good. I prefer if they didn't steal my fine warriors, but at this point, I don't know if I can stop them from doing so. What are they stealing? I gotta get over there and stop them. Alana's being attacked here. Get over here. Can we stop them? I can't stop them from stealing people. Oh my goodness, yeah, I can't stop them. They're gonna successfully steal. I think that's Magmar, Funbound, and Krusty are all getting stolen. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. We might be able to stop. No. Hold on. We might be able to stop them. Let's see here. I'm more annoyed because I put a lot of effort into getting those pawns prepped, and now they're just getting... Chigos I don't want stolen, but I don't know if I can stop that. Maybe we can stop this one at most. But those two are definitely gone. Okay, so we saved Chigusa. I don't know if we can shoot down. Oh, they're too far, too fast. Okay, yeah, so Magmar got kidnapped. Okay. They're still trying to steal them, which is really annoying. You go back. You try to fire over here. Alright, and then there goes Funbound. Both of them got kidnapped. I could not stop them. Okay, are you actually mad that I installed a mod that basically says cyber psychosis for everyone? Please stop complaining about it. I'm gonna just say that now. Alright. I don't know why you are so up in arms about this thing. Okay, we gotta make sure everyone's tended to. Who is dying? Krusty's dying. Alana did get injured, but we can tend to that. Okay, Marksman's gonna be fine. Let's get this tended to. We may need, yeah, we might have to make a kill box at some point, or some proper defenses. Also, yeah, my entire crop field is on fire now too. Oh god. Okay, so you do that. Okay, so how about this? You tend here, while everyone else handles that. Okay, so... Oh my god. Okay, so overworked doctor tending to injuries. Okay, so Jagusa's got 3 hours. Krusty will be fine. Risten's... Okay, so Risten's got an infection, which he should be able to survive. Okay, so that's fine. So now that's tended. Now we have to go over here, quickly tend that there. Who else was dying? Fisher, Ludmilla needs to get tended to, so you need to get into a bed ASAP. Okay, Risten's gonna be okay. Get Risten to his own bed. Let's get this tended to. Hopefully we can get this one. Okay, so this one's okay. Okay, Suda's, Ludmilla is dying. Okay. Rescue and tend there. Medical emergency mode on. Rescue, tend. Okay. And that might be okay. Actually, no. Just drop her and tend there. No medicine. Just do your best. Whatever you can do. Okay. Think we man. Okay, so Greywin's the only one who's also... Okay, Greywin's out there dying too. So let's quickly... tend now as well. Milla's okay. Just rescue them. I think we managed to keep everyone alive. And that's fine. So we lost 2 colonists to kidnapping. Yeah, we might have to set up like a temporary kill box. I hate kill boxes, but I think we don't have a choice. Kill these people. I'm not gonna capture them. They don't have anything of note. It's okay. Yeah, we're gonna make a limestone wall for now, but we also we don't have food. Okay, so then everyone's unrestricted work. Go. We gotta hunt down all these animals now. We need food. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. Oh my god. Zoo posters having mental break. Assaulting spree. Okay, so mental break. Got it. Okay, get these guys out here now. Alana still hasn't tended to self yet. Maybe you should tend to your injuries now. Get these 3 to hunt down whatever we can get our grubby hands on. Whatever's here. Draft hunt, go. If we can kill it, we can eat it. Okay, at least we have 3 decent archers. Okay, get that one as well. That one's gonna die next. Okay, so get this back down here. Sun has no... We need more bows. Let's see... Arani... You can shoot a bow. Good. Let's get you that. A cargo pod full of tobacco. Interesting. Okay. Where's the next stack of animals? There is a bunch of random birds here. I guess we're killing them too. Alright. All the birds ran off. Of course they did. Okay. That llama's somehow running up, getting far, far away from us. Okay, the bear is still also edible. Okay, fantastic. Let's go down here. I'm gonna kill all these ibexes for food. We may need to kill some of... I think we have to kill some of the horses. I'm sorry, we gotta kill the baby horses. I can't afford to keep them. It's tough times. Tough times call for tough measures. Okay. Okay, good. So that's at least more food. More food. That one ran away. Let's kill that one too. Okay, so kill that one. Thank you very much. Okay, good. Alright, that should be enough food for now, at least to keep us running. Okay, let's just get let's get a temporary exterior wall. That's all I need right now. Something like this is probably fine. And then we'll get rid of that, and then make a line. Let's just say thereabouts is probably okay. Basically just outside the range of the yeah, that's okay. And then we'll get rid of these, deconstruct these, and then I can just add a door here, add a door here, and that's fine. It's a wall, it's not a kill box, but I think a bare bones wall for protection. Okay. To answer the question, for some reason that people don't seem to get, I have a mod in. Oh wait, I just realized the iPhone crashed. What in the world? How long has this thing been shut down? Oh my god, the model's not been moving for some time. I just noticed that the iPhone V2 Studio crashed, and I did not know that until now. Okay. There we go. Okay. To answer this question, what is the cyberpsychosis thing people are talking about? Oh my god. Whatever. Yeah, it's fine. Kill the animal. Kill those. That's fine. That's fine. We lost one of the horses. Okay. Did these raiders have anything on them? No, they were all useless. Okay, which means I need to now move their corpses also down over here too, to the great corpse pit in the sky. Let's expand this real fast. Okay. I'm gonna just explain this real fast. I have installed a mod that basically adds the cyberpsychosis mechanic from Jesus Christ. From Cyberpunk. Okay. All it does is that if you put too many augmentations on your pawn too quickly, you will get mood penalties and you will slowly go, and there's a chance you might break. That is all it does. Okay? I don't know why this is like, I don't know why some people are so up in arms about this. It is a way to pace people upgrading their pawns rather than immediately upgrading them with like 5 bajillion upgrades as soon as they're unlocked. I don't know why this is a problem. So, for the love of God, do not question some of my decisions. I let people question a lot of the things that I do in this game, but for some, please, not all of them need to be like scrutinized under a microscope. I know I'm getting frustrated by saying this. It just bugs me when it happens a lot. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Also, there's like bulk's a good trader, so we can maybe buy some food off of them. So we can get some food off of these people. That might be fine. Watch this lore actually is, there's some lore. It's one of those things that I keep telling myself I'll eventually write more, and then I never get around to doing it. That's what it is. There's honestly not much, to be quite honest. It's one of those things that's just like in the background that is there. Okay, so we can buy stew. We can buy cloth. And then I'm gonna sell the garbage leathers over. And then I can buy medicine and just random foods. We can sell the ironwood. And bird skin and light leathers, fine. And I think we don't buy the raw meats. I think we just buy the meals. We can probably kill animals for the meals anyways, so that's Fine. Okay, I'll accept this. It's okay. Okay, so there we go. So at least we got that. And then we're not going to do that quest. And we got the Post Good Trader, so we have food now. Let's get this hauled in. Everything. Okay. Order, haul urgently. Okay, there we go. So now we have food. Let's get people fed. And hopefully that'll at least minimize some of the penalty. How long do we have to keep these people here? I am okay, so hold on. I am obligated to keep these people for... Let's see here. 14 more days. God. We barely have the infrastructure for this. I would say that the Institute is more like a giant, large-sized research facility rather than a rather than a micro state. We base the Institute exists in... The lore was either it is currently exists somewhere in Japan or it exists somewhere in the United States. I think it's somewhere in the United States. And yeah, it's very much like a Black Mesa Aperture Science-esque facility. That's probably a very apt way of describing it. And its government is entirely dictatorial. Basically, whatever I want to do, it does. Right? And yes, there are things like it has its own paramilitary group, but it's not a proper military, right? Like okay, we'll send out hit squads to do things, but we're not out here, you know, assassinating world leaders or destabilizing governments. It's just like, hey, I need this thing stolen. Can you steal this for me? Thanks. That's the extent of it. Okay, so Riston actually survived, amazingly enough. So Riston survived. Okay. Yeah, we have heavy equipment. We have planes. We have boats. We have helis. We have tanks. We have a large quantity of Kettenkrads. We may or may not have a satellite in space that does funny things. Right, Chigusa is going to be the new colony therapist, because we need one badly. So let's do that. Also, all of the food that we bought, or most of it, already got eaten. Okay, so let's get this figured out. Oh my gosh, she's moving so slow. Oh, she lost a leg. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. How bad were the injuries? Oh my goodness. Cargo pods full of Glitter World Nutramine, which is pretty nice. Lidmill is having a tantrum because she's ravenously hungry. Oh my goodness. Get through this real quick. Is she about to destroy a Oh my god. God, she... This idiot guest just destroyed an entire stack of components. And I wasn't fast enough to stop her. Everyone's having a mental break every 5 seconds. It's actually getting ridiculous. Night owl in daytime, hungry, whatever. Oh my god, yeah, it was a whole stack of components. I have no components anymore. That was it. The main thing is, like, I'd have to probably, like, sit down and probably develop the lore a little bit more. It's not something I've ever gotten around to. Because even if you let... So, if they're on a mental break, they ignore... They ignore all of that. They ignore, like, where they're allowed to go and where they're not allowed to go. So even if you had set up, like, say, hey, don't go here, you're still gonna do it. It's not even a guess, it's a quest. Basically, we have to deal with these refugees. If we didn't, people are gonna get really sad if we didn't. I probably should have just ignored them, but I was like, okay, maybe we can do it. Really, that was a mistake. Oh my god. Okay, so we have someone tending, right? Okay, so your medical stat may not be the best, but it might be enough to make sure that he survives the infection. 37% is not enough. I think he dies unless we can have Chigusa go over here. Okay, so she doesn't have. Why was wait what? Why is she not doing social work? I swear she had a social stat. What? Just gonna change her stats up a little bit here. Just because I'm not dealing with this nonsense right now. Or she's not allowed to do certain activities. Okay, sure, that's fine. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go preach out the Suda. Oh my god, she moves so slow. We're not hauling enough of the corpses either. This corpse, for example, should go on the meat hook. This one should go on the meat hook too. This one too. This one too. And this one too. Like, that's all fresh food. What do you mean no storage spot? There's a spot for it. It's called the meat hook. Okay. Yes, this one just started. Everyone has to be a human. It's all humans for this run. Okay. Okay, so Ixonia joins the colony. You are a crash baby group to be a logger. Pretty depressive, nervous, nudist body modder. Plants, really good. Fantastic. Okay. I'm out of hay, aren't I? Okay, at least the plants are growing kind of, but we're not even in the worst of winter. Holy cow, my TPS is so bad now. Okay, we need to kill some animals here. Why don't you go stab a lynx a couple times? Good luck, marksman. Hopefully you succeed. Worst comes first, I'll get you some backup. Let's get you some backup over here. You stay behind. We also need to haul these corpses out of here. I don't know why they're still standing there. It's just ruining everything. Just went off. Ronnie died, apparently. Oh my goodness, he had an infection I didn't even notice. Holy cow. I can't catch a break. I literally can't catch a break. Wait, whoa, hold on. What do you mean Zeopulsar died of infection? What? It was so close to. Holy cow. Everyone's just dying. Also, hi, Waha. How are you, comrade?
Aira 11 now.
I agree. Good emote. How are you doing, Waha? Thanks for the resub, by the way. I appreciate it very, very much. Look at you. 41 months is pretty dang crazy. Oh, was it a Twitch? Oh, was it a Twitch event? My god. Okay, so now I need a... Okay. One of the refugees died of an infection. Okay, well, that's the idiot who destroyed my stack of components. I might at some point just turn off the viewer vote events. It's just getting... Okay, cool. So... Basically, it was too many infections. Honestly, if you see the word heart attack versus everything else, just take the heart attack option. Because only one pawn gets hit with a heart attack. You take infection, everyone gets hit with the infection. Anyways, we just lost 2 people, so now we're down to 15. Okay, Mortal's back in the colony. Or is now in the colony. Alright, I'll read your pawn in a second while I figure out how to sort through this. Okay, so... I need Suda to build me my graves now. Okay, so... Okay, you were in the colony before, now you are. Got it. Okay, so you build me my grave. This one will go for... Zeopulsar goes in here. And then our Ronnie ends up in this one. Okay, and then I want them buried now. Okay, and then the kid pawns, I don't care about them. Like, These fools should just get hauled over. I don't care about them, and then we'll bury... this one doesn't matter either. Depot's is the only one that we need to bury. Is there anyone else that's dying of an infection? Okay. No one else has an infection. Got it. Except people are missing legs. At least Chigusa's missing a leg, so I need to get her a new leg. Okay. This wall's not even built yet. It's still slowly getting built. We lost a lot of our parts already. We have food at the very least, kind of. No, do this until we have... I want to have a stock. Just give me 40 meals. Ready to go. Okay. I don't know why... I don't know why these animal corpses aren't there yet. Let's move these two, please. Thank you. Because this is edible food. I guess those things can't fit on the meat storage hook? I don't know why I can't accept an alpaca corpse. That doesn't make sense. This is stupid. Anyways, let's just see if we can figure this out. Okay, so... Okay, so then... I can purge this. Because those guests all died, so I don't even get the bonus for that. Yes. I do. No, the hook was higher priority. Now I've fixed it, so now it should move correctly. Okay, so now we have that. This kid became a guest, which I guess is fine. We have a lot of guests, actually, surprisingly. Medical treatment. Okay, I'm gonna require guests to pay for their food. They want food, they gotta pay for it. Right, I will not give them free meals. They want meals, they better cough up the dough. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so the outer wall's being built, and eventually I'm going to replace a lot of this with embrasures so we can shoot from afar as they approach. Give us a little bit of extra firing power. Sony's now on an insulting spree. Fantastic. Okay, why is Riston sad? Riston is sad because need a hospital. Okay, so our entire colony is sad because we have not set up a single hospital yet. Okay, for now, this room is the hospital. Because I don't know where else to put it. I need a hospital. This is fine. So we'll build a bunch of beds there. Set up hospitals. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Let's move this one here. That one there. And then this one over here as well. Okay, so at least that gets us additional hospitals. And then... Yeah, because I think that's exactly what's causing the mental break. Because we don't have a hospital, and they're like, oh, why? How dare you? Okay. I know, Exoni, I'm sorry. You perished. Okay. Okay. I need my builder to move things around, so let's start getting these beds built. The wall can wait. The hospital is priority. Okay, so this is a medical bed. Now start doing the same thing. So now this is now considered a hospital. So we should be okay with that, but the hospital sucks. We need to fix it. So let's do floors. Okay, wood floor for everything in there. And then hopefully we can get that slammed out. I think the problem is that a lot of our builders might have died. Okay, so Grubby's entire priority is to build things. Immortal, you cook. Who else? Marksman already set you up. Okay, who? Ixonia's goal is to handle plants and nothing else. Digging rock, secondary. So we have two main crafters. Entertainment doesn't really matter. Let's see what else I have here. Who's hunting? So Leandros is hunting. Ray also hunts animals, and I guess Risen also hunts when necessary. Okay. You've got to be kidding me. You know, get rid of this wind turbine. We don't need it anymore. Wind turbine, it's outdated. Just get rid of it. Why is the game not letting... This man's gone berserk. A refugee. Is this a guest? He just stabbed Ray. I'm gonna kill him now. Is he a guest? He's not. Okay. Cool. Right, that was obnoxious. I think as these runs get more frustrating, I'm slowly becoming more and more toxic. I definitely noticed, like, oh, the run's going bad, time to become toxic. That's how this works. Okay, we have rice, we have meat. Okay. Hans are getting mad because there's no hospital. Listen, we're working on getting the hospital built. Hans just need to chill out until the hospital's built. Okay. Let's get this built now. Oh my god. No, move the bed, move the bed. Move the other bed, please. The purchase list has not been updated, I think is the best way to describe it. I have not updated that thing in like three colonies because we have not had a need for people to buy things. Okay, so it's getting back to rescue you. So we can get you into a bed. Okay, and then I can trim 2 more beds out of here. So let's get rid of your bed and your bed. And that's fine. And then... okay, so you survived the infection. Oh, we gotta run the funeral events too. Alright, we'll wait until daytime, then we'll run the funeral events. Also, Ray's dying. Apparently... okay, you're allowed to self-tend. Self-tend. I'm out of medicine. Ah, yes, my favorite. Solar Flare. I am going to just permanently disable Solar Flare in the future. I hate this event. This event sucks. I probably shouldn't because I know it's part of the game, but man, is it obnoxious every time this happens. Like, we're already suffering and the game's kicking us when we're down. Also, I'm gonna check something. Not that one. Not that one. Where is it? It's under the, okay, whatever. Good God. What's it called? Twitch toolkit. Storyteller packs. Hodlbot chooses from a random set. Oh, you know what's funny? I even have disease at a reduced weighting, and it still decides, you know what? You need to deal with diseases. I don't understand this at all. Okay. Well, that would be great, you know, Immortal, if we were living in space. I don't know if you noticed, we're not living in space. We are living very, very far from space. We are in the exact opposite of being in space. Crazy. Okay, so... here's the home zones. I don't know why they can't grab food. It's really odd. I'll be recruited, whatever, that's fine. I can't put another tree here because it's stone, it's granite, it's not soil. I have to put soil here. I haven't had a chance to put soil there yet. Eventually, yes, it will have soil. Right now, no, there's no soil there. Yes, these are medical beds. So our hospital's getting built slowly. Okay. No, hugs are not going to make me less frustrated. Me succeeding at this game is going to make me less frustrated. It's just me being frustrated at my own incompetence at this game and not realizing that so many people were dying of diseases. Because I'm going to put dirt there eventually so you can put another tree there. This entire thing will be dirt in due time. It will be fully dirted in due time, but you just have to wait for it to happen. Okay, so we're gonna move this bed here. This bed can be moved here, and then this bed can be moved here. This bed can be moved over here, so at least we get that one there. Okay, so our hospital's getting set up correctly. Okay, so move that bed, move that bed, move that bed. There is always a reason for the things that I do in this, even if it may not look like there is, okay? Okay, Okay, so let's get that moved over there. The other bed moved. This one goes over here. This one goes over here, and then this one goes... So that completes that. And then... So we can fit 2 more people over there, so we can probably get rid of... Probably get rid of most of these beds, would be my assumption. We put 9 people in beds, which means we have to put remaining 7 more into proper bedrooms. For the love of God, stop practicing your martial arts and work on my hospital. Come on, it's not that difficult. Okay. That's fine. We're gonna shrink this room down eventually because I need the space to put a geothermal generator in that spot. Okay. Ah, yes. My barracks are awful, so I'm going to consume all the food in the colony because I am a greedy, selfish fuckwit. Alright, that's fine. Let Ladronis eat all the food, I guess, even though we can't afford it. Okay, so now we don't have cooks that are butchering food because why? Okay, so Garm is trying to make Dongo, has a mental break. Okay, so you're moving slow because food poisoning. Okay, it's always food poisoning. I think most colonists are eating Dongo right now, yes. Okay, this should be fine. Okay, so these are... Okay, so there we go. So all these rooms are hospital beds. Fantastic. Okay, so our hospital sucks, so we need to clean it. So get rid of these stupid rocks and then... some lights in here for now. So we don't have access to... Okay, so for the time being, it's... Okay, so for now, because all I can afford is this 1, 2, 3. 1... Can't put... And then 3. Let's get that there now. So at least there's light. And you... Okay, so you are not allowed to do Hall Plus. And then... Lana does not do Hall Plus. In fact, she doesn't even do firefighting. Basically, the head doctors should never do firefighting. I want everyone else to do firefighting. That's fine. Nixonia can do doctor work. That's okay. Okay. What do you mean you looked up Rice? Yeah, I'm sorry, Magmar. You got stolen by the last raid that we had to deal with. It was pretty rough. Oh my goodness, this is so dirty. I need a pawn to clean this. You go over here and clean this entire dining room. I need that cleaned now. Okay. Hopefully this will make this a little less ridiculous. Because this room is filthy. It is just disgusting. And we gotta do the kitchen as well. We'll need a pawn dedicated to cleaning at some point. I think we definitely just expanded too fast, too quickly, because obviously with a buy-in colony, everyone's going to want to buy in their pawn, and it's a matter of managing to take care of all of them, and it's rough. We knew this was going to be an issue. I'm not, you know, unawares, obviously. You know what? Let's run the funeral now. We'll do one funeral, and we'll just hit the next one right after. Again, the problem is that this pawn is missing a leg. I think I unironically have to probably give her a wooden foot, but I can't even do that because I don't have bandages. So now we need to make bandage kits, except I'm not going to allow this to be made out of cloth. It has to be made out of literally anything else we have sitting around in terms of leather. So that's fine. There is a bunch of yakisoba there that we can eat as well. Okay. Run the next funeral while we're standing here. Maybe that'll give everyone a bit more of a mental... or a bit of a mood buff. Keep us from completely breaking down. I'm sorry, Magmar. Yeah, I know. It's very tragic that you got kidnapped. Okay, this should at least keep people happy. Come on. Come on. We lost good friends here. Okay, good. So now we can reform the Ideal Legend so we can get another thing here. Alright, what are we adding? What meme do we want to add? Let's see. City builders is kind of tempting, actually. Traveling despised, permanent bases desired, and we're trying to make a great place. So maybe city builders would actually be fine. We're not gonna travel much in this run, I think. So why don't we do city builders? It's a completely different concept from the last run where we were. Okay, so that's fine. Don't care about that. Okay, so that's fine. If you traveled less than 5 days ago. Okay, so if you travel, you actually get some significant amount of mood penalty. That's kind of nutty. Wow. That's fine. I don't think in this run we're going to be traveling much anyways. We're just really going to be focusing on this map. And when we travel, it's when we have to commit massive crimes. Okay, let's build the rest of this out. Where is... Oh my goodness. It's just so much food poisoning. What in the world? Even Bashi's gotten food poisoning. It just never ends. Okay, you clean this room here. I want this all cleaned up. You had a freak storm yesterday. What do you mean you had a freak storm, Ranu? Elaborate. Did you have a massive random thunderstorm that spooked you? Was it scary? Let's clean this. Oh my goodness. Our visitors did not like staying at our hotel. Well, that's their problem. Maybe they should stop complaining and build their own hotel. Okay, I also need to get rid of these rocks. I don't know why they're still here. Also, this one... Okay, let's assign that correct pricing. That should be okay. Okay, so let's get that built. Oh, you took out your power. Were you supposed to stream yesterday? And then you just couldn't because of the sudden onset... well, the sudden onset storm, I guess is the best way to describe it. Also, the other problem too is that because of we just lost all those people, we actually can't even research half the time. Chigus is now prioritizing research whenever possible. Although again, she moves at the speed of like nothing because we don't have enough bandage kits to make fresh, to let her walk around again. Yeah. We gotta build another batch of bedrooms. Okay, so let's, I'm evacuating Garm and... Okay, so no, we already had Ixonian Sun moving over. Let's get Suda to fix this by destroying these beds. Ah, why did your body hate you? Did you eat something bad? Did you commit a crime? They want us to build the temple now, or else they're gonna get also sad. The hospital's still lame, so they're not happy about that. Okay. I need Suda to build the rest. Okay. This wall is being their priority when I don't want it. I don't know. I wonder... I really wish RimWorld had an option where I could tell it, hey, build this first, and then build the rest. You know, like how... What's that game called? Oxygen Not Included has the option for you to select what things to prioritize. Good God, I wish this game had that same exact functionality. Like, I wanted to prioritize building this and this, but I also want to have it already ordered so I don't have to, you know, micromanage everything. I don't know. I'm sorry if today's just been me complaining a lot. It's just been a lot of bad things happening back and forth, so it's just trying to survive how rough it's been. Okay, so this hospital exists, but it's not good enough. So I need a way to fix that. Fisher is now a guest. Except I don't have any components because that stupid idiot guest decided to have a mental break and destroy my entire stack of components, so that's fun. There's basically no compacted machinery on the... There's barely any compacted machinery on the map. Let's grab these components. I don't know why we're still not grabbing those yet. Okay. Trust me, Ron, we had a lot more colonists, but a whole bunch of them died earlier. It was pretty tragic. It was very tragic. Okay, so what else do I need to do to keep these people happy? So we need to fix the hospital. So in a hospital, you would need storage for all the drugs. At the very least, an open shelf like this is probably fine. Yeah. No, the opposer, you died. It was very tragic. Okay, so Badger is unfortunately stuck in a bed here forever. Get rid of this hospital room here. This man is basically stuck in bed forever until the food poisoning goes away. The opposer has rejoined the colony. Welcome back. Pretty good shooting. Alright, let's get you a bow. Okay. You know what? Do this until there's at least one. We can get you set up. Okay. Marksman needs the kit. Yeah, we need to get you a melee weapons kit. Probably as... parasites. These monster parasites have lasted for far too long, and I cannot make them go back any slower, and it's driving me nuts. Okay. Medicine goes in here. And this one is gonna be for all the other fun parts. Not medicines. Items. I don't know where. Bionic. Okay, so it's under body parts. I'm sorry, I'm like losing my sanity here. Give me 1 second. Items, body, where the okay. That are not just throw it all in there, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Okay, so that'll sort that out. I need researchers to research. Except they're not. Because they're hauling. So hopefully now that the hauling is done, they'll actually sit down and research things, and I can actually progress down the stupid tech tree. It took this long to get to high-tech research benches. Holy cow. We are not going to survive this first winter. We're so doomed. This first winter is going to kill us. I can already feel it in my bones. We got to kill more animals. Every animal that breathes in this land must perish. Let's kill all of them. We should get a stack of... We should be getting our first delivery of bluefur and muffalo meat soon, which will at least give us enough food to survive a little longer. But I need a centralized freezer to freeze it all. Yeah, because I'm gonna have a separate hallway here, or maybe we build it over here. I'm trying to figure out how I want to design the hallways. This entire area is getting ripped apart. I guarantee it. Okay, so a lot of guaranteed recruitment, creativity. Crow self-tamed, okay. This room is still considered ugly, tragically. So I will need an art table to at least allow us to create art and maybe make it less painful for our dear colonists to complain about, oh, the hospital is just not pretty enough. How dare we have a ugly hospital? Okay. So right now we're subsisting on dongo and assorted other meals. Why don't we suspend everything for the time being? We don't need to make curry rice or tempura for now. Just everything else, and we'll make more fridges and freezers to store all of it. Okay, so Grubby's okay. And then we have our stack of medicine, or bandage kits, which is fine, which means Chikusa. For now, let's quickly install a peg leg left. I actually want to see if this will reduce her... I'm actually kind of curious. Will this reduce her biostability? Let's find out. Let's see if trying to give a wooden peg leg reduces a pawn's biostability. Because it's not a regular leg anymore. It might. It might actually. Let's find out. Okay, so a peg leg is fine. A peg leg does not, oh wait. Yeah, peg leg doesn't reduce your biostability. It's only when you start going into bionic parts that actually starts to matter, and we'll have to pay attention to that. So that'll be interesting. Okay. Our outer wall is complete. We are now secure for the most part in this area. That's fine. It only took a while, but we did it. And these researchers are almost done getting me my stupid microelectronics, and then we can finally start going down other technologies that we need. We'll probably not get bionics until maybe 2 streams from now, as these do require a lot. You need a multi-analyzer and other things. We don't have any more components or advanced components. All gone. We have to get our hands on some, which means we'll need traders, we'll need some other stuff as well. And we need to build a proper research lab somewhere, which we'll probably just use this bottom section for. And that might be okay. I think that might be fine. We might try to build more inner sanctum gardens that just kind of allow our pawns to have a nice vibe. We need another... I think we need another stack of rooms over here. And I need to start fleshing this entire colony out. Like, there's a lot of missing looks. Oh, we can make bonsai pots. That's fine. Let's make sculptures. I need... Just make me... What am I looking for? What's the statue I need? The humble form. Alright, let's make the humble form. Probably 2 of them is fine. Make 2 of these. Make it out of... What do I have a lot of? Limestone. There we go. Limestone is a perfectly workable material. And we'll probably try to start a design. I wanted to make a reception area here, but maybe we can't. What do you mean Z Opposer doesn't have a bed? Oh my goodness, I deleted all the beds and now there's not enough beds again. We truly live in a society. Okay. Jonas is gonna have a mental break. Why? Proposal was rejected. Lame hospital. Okay, that's fine. We should have enough cotton or cloth that I can probably set up another one of these rooms. We did not get the hay grass in time, so we can't actually expand our tatami setup. Okay. Yeah, let's just dig out another stack of rooms here. It's not pretty, but it works. Okay, seal that area off. 1, 2, 3. Just fill it out like this. And then... like that. Put a door. 1, 2, 3. And just dig it out. We'll clean it up in a bit. Okay. So, we need this thing or else we're gonna be sad. Needs to be a 25 tile wide area, no bed or work facilities allowed, which probably will be this section here, because it can kind of flow from here to here. Let's start purging some of these things. So the question is, I need to find a way to move 4, 5, 6, 7 pawns out of here. That's a lot to ask for. Moving 7 pawns into new bedrooms is not an easy task. But I think once that's done, it might be okay. And we also need to make sure these bedrooms are in good position. We'll need more trees. Let's chop down more trees. We got some traders that'd be nice as well, but we haven't found any. You know what also we should do? We need an outer walkway. Yeah, okay, so let's... Okay, let's move the Sabaton somewhere. Here, here, and here. I think this is fine, because then I can shrink this down. And then let's get rid of the... Does this actually provide Does this actually provide bamboo? No, it just provides wood. Okay, that's funny. Deconstruct that. Actually, no, reinstall it over here for now. Okay, except, again, no, I have just enough components. Okay, so then I can deconstruct this, and this. Okay. It's been a nightmare, but we did it. We're doing it. We're succeeding. Now, if we could just get some guests over here to stay at these fine establishments. This futon specifically also has an engraving. It's extra beautiful. It's just dirty, because wood gets dirty real fast. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do for now is I need to move these people out of here. So we're gonna just shove their beds in They're gonna have to share rooms for a while until I can properly give them their own space. I think that's the only thing I can afford to do. We'll maybe just shove all of them into one big room, and hopefully they'll survive being in a very big, very big condensed barracks room. And we'll slowly move them out as I get more bedrooms set up. That way, we can dismantle the structure, or at least expand it to its true width, which is approximately here, and maybe shrink it down. Okay. Microelectronics are done. What do I need next after microelectronics? Gunsmithing would not be a bad idea so we can have guns, but I think the Yumi might be okay for now. Let's get... We need a centralized plumbing, modern bathroom fixtures, and temperature management. We need central heating. It is winter. We need central heating. So let's do that next. And then I can get rid of one of these benches and replace it with a big one. Actually, yeah, let's, you know what? This room here, I think would make for a very nice research lab. I think this would make for a fine research facility. So that's gonna be production. The big high-tech research lab goes right in there. I need 10 components that we don't have anymore because, again, we don't have it. Okay. I can't believe I lost a full stack of components. I'm still mad about that. I couldn't stop that that quest NPC from destroying it because she had a mental break in the middle of something. Ugh. How frustrating. That's fine. Also, I have to do something with all this poop. I haven't done anything with the 7,000 units of fecal sludge yet. Who's having a mental break? Okay. Greywind is sad because why? The hospital's not good enough. And also recreation deprived. Okay, well, there's no chance for recreation in this colony because we're all so busy trying to stay alive. Who would have guessed? Okay, let Ray do that, and then we'll try to build this thing out. If we can get the remaining 10 components, that'd be fine. How many do I have? I have 10 components, actually. Okay, that's okay, then. Slam out this thing. And then we'll need to run power. Yeah, we'll need to run power here. Just like that. Okay. What do you think so far? Do you think this colony's looking solid, or is it still really stupid and you think I'm not very good at this? Okay, so those bedrooms are being moved as well. They just have to dig this out. That's not too bad. These vagabonds are sad. Please give them money or else they will be... your pawns will be sad. Alright, fine. Here's your money. Go away. Okay. And now we can move the beds over. You mean put the components in there? I know we have the components. You found an infested settlement. Wow, that's crazy. It's a shame that that settlement is really far and not something I'm interested in approaching, because when you say infested settlement, I say run away. Okay. There we go. So now we can research fast with this. Once the power's hooked up. And we'll need to... yeah, we need centralized heating. A caravan is approaching. They are a technology intermediary. What does that mean? What is a technology intermediary? Oh, these are the dragoons. Okay, so these are the DMS people, the Dead Man Switch. So they might have something interesting for us if we can finagle, say, a trade. Okay, so we can buy research books from them. Let's do this one. This one, industrial generators, cardboard making, prosthetics book would be pretty good. And foundational drone tech, and this one says, oh, let's grab that one too. And then I think that's fine. We'll buy a bunch of books from them and hope it's enough to maybe get some education in our colonists about how to maybe get some text that we're desperate for without having to actually actively research it. I think that's how that works. You just read it. Okay, get rid of this. We're gonna move those beds now, or are we not gonna do that? Okay. Because what we need to do now is we need to start setting up the temple room, which is gonna require, at the very least, an altar, which is gonna be the wrong size, but I think we'll make it work. And the central line here also has to get exploded. That has to get exploded. Okay. Okay, come on, where's these pawns? Please just move these stupid beds. Okay. And then you need to probably ideally move your own bed as well. So let's get them to do that, and this room is now free. We can expand. Anyways, I need to find something to talk about. I'm sorry if I've just been very boring this stream. I know I was like really frustrated, and I'm just gonna try not being like this tomorrow and Thursday. We'll do some other. I'll try to. One thing I've definitely noticed about me as a streamer is I've been kind of falling into the trap of just talking about the game that I'm doing and not actually anything else. I need to fix that, and it's driving me mad. So I'm working on that, but you can tell it's like when I get tired is when it gets really bad, and I'm trying to. It's just been rough. Okay. I think we have new guests. Yes, we actually have new guests. Oh god. A nearby settlement would like to buy 1,400 units of hay. I don't have that much hay, but they were willing to give me a mechaneural sensor, which... I don't even know... How does this Dead Man Switch work stuff? I don't actually know how this works. Foundational drone tech. Pioneer equipment gets you your pseudo-military looking gear, including rifles like an elephant rifle, defense equipment, automatic. I don't care about any of that. Where is the thing that lets me have exosuits? Mechaneural... Oh, didn't these require a unique material to make? Mechaneural lung, plastic fiber, and stamponents. That's right, that's how DMS worked. I'm remembering this now. No, I kind of want the exosuits and the dragoons. And if we play with some of it, we'll mess around with it. I am aware of how it works. I played with it once before, like with the biosynth aspects and the automatroids. We did play with them before. I know how it works. Okay, so this is at least built out now. So that's one bedroom. Okay. Okay, so now who's our builders? Next best builder is Grubby, who needs to actually build and not be doing that. Also, Mad Boom Rat has arrived. Okay, you know what? You can fight the Boom Rat. Just, it'll be fine. Do they have their own version of cyberpsychosis? Do they really? Okay, got it. Well, that's a different problem. We'll worry about that later. Oh, hey, Batcher's up and running again, despite the fact that he's got a brain injury and he's moving at 40% capacity. He's up and ready to do stuff. Let's put this fire out before it burns all my rice again. Okay. That sounds amazing. I don't know if amazing is the word I would use for your pawns having a mental break, but hey, you know what? Everyone, to each their own, right? Well, I don't think we're gonna, maybe we just don't research the DMS prosthetics. I think that'll be fine. Also, hello there, Ivan Hong. What do you mean, kinda? I do want the exosuits though, because I think it'd be kind of cool to basically have not quite Gundam suits, but at least a little mechanical suit to help out in the day-to-day life of our great, you know, Japanese-themed colonists who we can't even get them proper clothing because it's just too cold. And everyone's just coming in with parkas instead of wearing cool things like a cloak or... Yeah, actually the cloak and kimono are probably the main thing that we would need. The jackets would also work fine too. Don't care about most of these, that's fine. Samurai Master Crafter caravan is arriving. What do they have? Let's see. Hello, great Japanese crafters of the shogunate. I am here to offer you silver in exchange for goods and services. Okay, what do you got? Wait, some of these are actually kind of nice. This book... Wait, that's ours. What is this one? A steel clan-forged odachi. An artisanal odachi built with both form and function in mind. I think that's a lot per second. It's a while to attack, but your penetration is really high. Your hit chance goes up, but your dodge chance goes down. That seems really strong, actually. Maybe we don't need it. I think the Yari is fine for most of our needs. So I'm okay doing it like that. Let's see. Oh, it's easily preventable. Okay, gotcha. Okay, then who needed the Z opposer needs the Yumi, so at least we have another person who can at least shoot. And then I'm gonna give Marksman the steel Ashigaru armor. So at least that's another person with proper armor plating. You need a kimono. I think a lot of our colonists just need kimonos. We can't afford it either. Alright, what animals are on the map? A lot of birds is all I'm gonna say. We need to kill the alpacas. Where's the alpaca stack? They're all down there. So if I go down there, commit. Alright, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's... Everyone with a bow. I want them down here. I'm gonna kill all these animals. I need food. What is happening? Come on. If you're gonna fight a badger, at least commit to your shot. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore slowdown. Just run over here. And then have, I don't know, someone can save you. Yourself. Just get inside, away from it, and you'll be okay. That thing should bleed out anyways. If it chases you... there we go. Okay, so we're okay. There's our stack of buffalo meat. There's our stack of blue fur. So we can make blue fur kimonos, which is probably what we want to do, so that they will be nice and toasty. Also set these guys to drafted hunt. So now they're going to kill every single animal that we can see, so we can get some alpaca wool and other bits and baubles to ensure our survivability long term. That's right, kill them all. Except we can't hit them apparently. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So 2 days in, we've managed to build out some of what we need. I need to build the other geothermal generator, and that's gonna have to close this up like that. We can put another shoji here to seal it, and then the actual geothermal generator is gonna need an outlet for the steam. Probably do something like that, and that I think is fine. Okay, so we're getting additional power sources. We don't need the wind turbines for a while. This will give us maybe, what, 8,000 watts perpetually? I think that's enough to keep us going for quite some time. We got a bunch of books. We'll need an entertainment room. It's technically supposed to be an entertainment room, but maybe we'll just really expand on it. All that meat's gonna go bad. Yeah, that meat's about to go bad. I can't freeze it fast enough. Alright, let's see. Let's actually deconstruct this. Let's get the temple going, because if we don't get that going, they're gonna complain. The pawns are gonna complain more. So I'd rather just make them happy by getting their shrine set up. They need a shrine for the ancestors. I'm not gonna deny them that. Okay, take that to your inventory. There we go. Okay. Where did my oh, there we go. Okay, so how do we build a temple? To get our pawns to stop whining, let's actually shrink this down by 1 tile so this can be a 3-tile wide hallway. And then I think we shrink it down, or we shrink out, or we... Wait, this 3 tiles, right? We have it 5. Actually, 5 is fine. Because what I can do is we're going to dismantle this one, put a door here, and then we're going to dismantle up here. So I can actually still do my counter thing, the check and counter, which I think I'm just going to build a PC once we have that unlocked. Just put a simple computer like right there. I think that'll be okay. So we'll seal this off, expand this up, and then that should be enough, and then we'll need to put in this altar, which is going to be off-centered. But that's okay, because you can put a lectern next to it and it'll look perfectly reasonable. I don't have wood. 1, 2, 3, and then that's fine. We'll just have to kill more trees. All right, let's kill more trees. You can actually see that there's like no trees left near us because it's just barren. One of the mods I installed kind of like adds a highlighting overlay to see what's, like, for example, I'm trying to chop down trees. I can see what trees are ready, which I think is actually kind of nice. I think it's pretty handy when I'm trying to figure out what in the world it is I'm trying to do. Okay, so that's fine. And then we need to set up the main route for guests to walk in. And then we need to put up the vending machines once we can set up the sake production facility. Hello there, Janos Bojas? Bojas? I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm very sorry. Also, I'm getting very tired, so if I sound like I'm dying, that's because I am. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Oh, these idiots got themselves stuck in here. Dig this out or else you're not gonna get out of here. Okay, so they gave us some corset, which is odd. Okay, so how can I make this room better? Oh, the statues, right. Which they're not willing to manufacture yet. Is it? A Mastodon wool corset is worth 205. I mean, I guess it's okay. Marksman's having a tantrum because the hospital's not good enough and is now destroying my wooden walls. Okay. It's really just because he's hungry, but that's a different problem. This meat's gonna go bad. I cannot do anything about that. The researchers aren't researching fast enough. They don't want to research. Where's Ray's pawn? Entertainment through shooting arrows instead of going out there and researching, sitting there at the bench and putting your head down to the books. Tragic. Okay. I think we'll probably go on for like maybe 5 to 30 more minutes. Or 5 to 10 more minutes. Oh, is Ray's... Okay, because Ray's pawn's a night owl. So Chigusa can use this one. It's not going fast, but that's fine. If we put a heater in there, it's probably okay. So maybe that's what we do for now, just to get the temperature going. Let's put a heater in here, and then a light, so that they can work correct speed. Okay, I don't know why I didn't do that earlier, but that should be fine. If I can find more of this, that's okay. No, we have to wait until we can get the other one. Okay. Okay. So we have access to proper temperature management. We need to go get access to... we don't need guns yet, though. Guns are tempting, but it's not required. Basic electronics might be correct. Hello there, Spike Trap. How are you? Initial don't check. Yeah, we're not gonna do any of this right now. That's for way later down the line. Heating, don't need that. Food. I think we go for modern bathroom fixtures for now. Each of them is worth less than with tribalware. Huh. I did not actually know that. Interesting. I don't pay attention to like the nitty-gritty numbers in this game. I'm not gonna lie. So I know there's like multiple ways to be way more efficient at playing this game than I play, but I find it to be incredibly boring to be super efficient about numbers and trying to make sure you always have. I just go with what I have and what I think is appropriate for the theme of the colony. That's how I've always chosen to play these games, and that's probably how I'm going to choose to play these games for. There's so many birds on this map. That's fair. If you enjoy theory crafting, there's nothing wrong with that too. I pay attention sometimes. I pay attention when I can, just not all the time. It's when it's relevant. Oh my gosh, this altar's gonna take forever to make. Okay, let's not do that altar yet. Why don't we build the rest of everything else before we build this altar? Because that thing's gonna take like a bajillion points of production. There we go. Now build me my walls. Okay, yeah, it's very much like a role-playing type thing. Oh my goodness, when there's mushrooms growing in here too. For now, because I need some way to light up these areas. I'm just gonna put some of these scattered about. Okay. All the meat's rotting away, unfortunately, because I can't do anything about it. Those corpses are gonna rot away until I can do something about them. We have not enough rice, so we can't even make pemmican. We can't make survival meals. Oh my goodness. Well, that's unfortunate. That's fine. That's fine. I do like this room, though. I think that incense stick is really nice touch. What else can I put on here? Gotta be something else I can throw on this thing, right? Oh, we can probably throw an andon on it, too. This probably would look correct. Could I also... Oh, we could put a shoki... Oh, I could put a shoki board on this. No, shoki boards have to be on the floor. Okay. Oh, you know what I just realized? You could probably put a bonsai. Probably put a bonsai here, but maybe we'll use this art bench version instead. Yeah, we'll need to... Gosh, okay. Alright, I don't know why, but I'm getting hit with a massive wave of lethargy. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Who's alive? Okay. I don't know why, but I'm like really tired. Yeah, I'm gonna go hunt down the mod that has the meat drying. Previously, it came from like one of the medieval overhaul mods. I'm sure I can find it in a non-major pack like that. I'm getting like really sleepy and I've just probably had a long day. So we'll do a vote for tomorrow's game tomorrow on Discord if you're interested in that, and then we'll do another vote on does VGP actually have one? Okay, I'll have to look for it. I thought maybe it's a module that I don't have installed. VGP has a whole bunch of interesting modules. I didn't install all of them. I'll have to look for it. Yeah, I'll have to look for it. Okay. Oh, is this it? Okay, thank you. Oh, it's literally called smoked meat. Got it. Okay, thank you. I will install that. That's handy. Alright, and there's even a nice big smoking machine. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay. I apologize for ending early, but like I said, I am, like, getting really tired. So, we'll do a vote tomorrow. I'm sorry if I sounded very frustrated earlier today. Hopefully I'm not going to go on another ramble like that, but I know the common joke is that I don't know how to play this game or I'm incompetent or something like that, but for the love of God, please tone it down. I know how to play this game. And when I select certain mods to put into the game, I put them in for a reason. And I know it's maybe not everyone's favorite thing, but I'm trying to add some additional challenges by adding things like the cyberpsychosis mod. Yes, I'm gonna keep pointing that out because some people are very annoyed that I have that mod installed for some reason, because they can't get their super mega uber pawns. Anyways, I'm not gonna ramble on about that anymore. I'm gonna go pass out. Say hi to, I don't know, let's see who's alive. I don't know, Issen's alive. Go watch him play Mass Effect. That's a game that people like, right? Mass Effect. I hear that's a very popular title nowadays. Thanks, Spike Trap, for the follow. Anyways, good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. Let's have a lot more less stressful fun tomorrow, and hopefully I am more energetic and not dead and dying. Goodbye, everyone. Good night.